Right. Hello, my crit venturers. How are you all doing? Holding in good spirits? We've managed to carve out a little spot of civilization in this godforsaken wasteland, this hellscape, this terrible, macabre, cold, putrid wasteland. Truly a horrible day for horrible people. I presume there's no one here. How are you all doing? Are you alright, Checky? Are you holding up? Not ready to molt, are you? Yes.
Whoa.
Oh my god! It's a terrible beast! A horrible feral man!
How's it going?
Be you man or beast or some amalgamation of the two?
I'm like a frog in shoes.
The creature is babbling in straight tongues. I'm probably just gonna have to blow
it away.
What are you guys up
to, huh?
Yo! Jesus Christ!
Oh my god, you're the white devil.
He's cast some kind of demonic spell on me.
I don't know. It sounds like you look like the fucking demon, dude. Your fucking face just fell off.
Look, White Devil is my mother's maiden name. All right, I didn't inherit it. Although
so,
I did
so how you
inherit
guys doing out here, huh? You camping?
a lot of genetic diseases.
We're
here to take control of this godforsaken hellscape for our own purposes.
Why
We're
you
free
just join
civilization here. Well, what you got going on?
Well,
it's pretty bad back home.
Easy breezy, you know, all rules. We all help each other. You know how it is. Look out for each other. The neighborhoods.
Well, do you guys have sex?
Well, yeah. I mean, everything does.
We're gonna have to kill them. We're gonna have to kill every single one of them.
Like
We're
sex
probably gonna
as
have
like
to
gender or like reproduction.
Well, I mean, either or, really. I mean, yeah, no, we're definitely gonna have to murder every single one of them. Sorry, crew. Squid, you've got the small box blankets. Hey, listen, you look a little chilly, buddy. Would you like to drape yourself in this crusted, putrid little? Oh God, why does that keep happening? Jesus Christ! Why does that keep happening?
You're the devil.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
You're the devil from the Bible. The white devil's come to my land. I'm gonna have to put you down.
I keep turning into blind Tim Pool.
You're lucky I'm an anarchist. Otherwise, I'd have to kill you for being different.
Anarchism? You mean anarchy? I'm gonna kill you.
No, I mean anarchism.
My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. None. There you go. I wrapped it back around. No, wait. There's an anaconda.
I don't know. I assume one of these is a snake. I don't know, dude. I'm a little bit fucking sick as well. We don't have modern medicine here. It's the only downside.
Are you talking about the brown one? I'm also sick, and by sick I mean I've played 40 hours of Rust in the last 60 hours. So that's the kind of sick I am. I'm sick in the head. We're sick in the body. This is gonna be. Yeah,
I got mind sickness.
This is gonna be a bit. Can you believe? Sorry, can I just say? Can you believe? We are very ill boys. We are not doing very well these last few days. But look how great this looks. Holy shit. I really do bring it all together last minute. It really is like a miracle that I'm able to make this show happen.
Oh yeah,
every single week
you.
Without fail for years.
Reason.
Yeah. Yeah, no, wait, what?
Yeah, it's definitely you that's done this. Yeah, what's that say? Lion attack $5? Chat, just remember that.
It's written in Lion. I've never heard of it. That's not British. Lions aren't British. What are you yapping about?
Oh, I thought the whole thing was 3 lions.
That's like an Arabism movie.
What do you mean not
terrorism.
British? Where do you think we are?
Well, I assumed we were in some kind of tundra of Arabia.
No, you've just gone fucking north. This is Scotland. It's summer.
This is way too far. Oh, this is... You got me with that one. You got me. Chat. Rare Wiz W. He did get me with that one. He did.
I am sick, chat. I'm dying. I'm so unwell. But we thought we'd look at cool things today, huh? Oh fuck the fish. Hey, nothing happened.
Oh, no,
nothing ever happens.
Yes, absolutely.
Nothing
Civilization is restored once more.
Yeah.
See what happens when you go anywhere near the Beastmen. Also, I'm a little. Ooh, hold on. Let me shake it off.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it, guys.
I'm feeling much better.
There was the war drums I established.
It cannot be the war drums.
It was the war drums. I started playing the war drums.
Yes. Yeah, you scared off the internet. Yeah. Are we back? Are we back in live? Are we back in live?
Yeah, chat. Are we alive here? Are we doing okay here, chat?
Chat, can you sound off, chat? Chat, can you sound off?
Sound off, chat.
Sound off, please, chat. Chat, can you sound off?
What's in chat if we're alive again?
7's in chat if we're alive. 1's in chat. 1's in chat if we're offline. 7's in chat if we are line. 10's in chat if we're online.
I mean, we're back.
Are we online? Are we online? We're online. We're back online. We did it. I feel horrible.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
the third line attacks. It's crazy out here, guys. Let's kick it off.
Online attacks?
Yeah, there's line attacks. A line attack to internet provider.
I literally don't understand what you mean. Anyway.
White
Back to
people
business.
when they try to play African drum music.
True. Very true. Yes. All right. Listen, you foul savage. I'm committing to this voice for the entire stream, by the way. I'm doing the voice for the entire stream. Is everyone okay with that? Yep. Foul savage, allow me to regale you with tales of my trip. I have been working on a magnum opus. That's how. Oh no, really? Bambi's wrong.
Are you
Bambi's
lying?
always wrong. Bambi's always wrong. Bambi is always incorrect. Bambi is always incorrect. Just operate under the assumption that the woman is wrong.
No,
yes,
F Bambi. Okay,
correct.
thank God.
Yes,
Thank God.
Yes, the woman is wrong. The woman is correct. Right. It's doing a voice I didn't know. Shut up. I will regale you with tales from my magnum opus, Travels with Smug. Bring it up. Show me my book.
Huh?
Computer, bring up my analog device. Well, a book is like a computer. A computer is a woman that opens and turns pages for you. In my time.
What?
Wait, wait, bro. Do you not know this?
A computer is a woman that opens and turns pages? What are you talking about?
Did you not know that? Did you not know that computers used to just be women? Like, the word computer was for a woman who did calculations.
They were computers.
Okay, right.
Hers.
Yes, they computed. Yeah, computers. Yes.
F?
My
no
computer!
Way, F. Are you guys fucking with me?
Shut up! They're fucking with us. There's no way it's gone down again. Let me check the stream. I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, you need to do that. That's your job now.
That stream looks live as hell, dude. You might need to refresh.
Ba 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 ba. They're fucking with you.
It's super live. They're super live. It's super live. It's super live. Don't listen to them. They're liars. They're liars.
Why would you hurt my feelings, guys? What's the matter? You guys falling out with me?
Bambi, that's your internet. Okay, shut up. Right. Stop interrupting the sketch that we need to. Oh my god, we have to do this from step one.
What do you mean the sketch? Okay, that boat sailed.
Wiz, no, we're gonna redo the sketch, but we're gonna do it 2 times speed, and then the editor in the future will just play at half speed.
Okay.
For the intro. Alright, ready? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you dead. You're gonna die. But I'm gonna say, oh, genetic disease, troubles with smug. Alright, there we go. We got it.
Nice.
And we got the fuck up. Nice. Perfect. We even got the fuck up. Amazing. I don't know why that keeps happening. I changed all my hotkeys. That's why that's happening. There we go.
Nice.
I look so cute.
So this is a book from your travels around the world, and you are going to. You didn't establish this at all, but you're going to educate me on why I'm doing anarchism wrong. Because did you just forget the bit? Did you forget the opening bit?
Well, okay, shut up. Right. I'm going to explain to you, disgusting, feral, ignoble savage, why anarchism will never work. I'm going to explain to you every single time anarchism has been tried in history and failed miserably.
My God.
Starting with the recent, most dangerous, most heinous, most ethnic anarchism. Well, synonyms, yes. CHAZ, otherwise known as CHOP. Otherwise known as Chop Chop. Turn the page, dearie. Ha-ha!
This is your little diary?
Yes.
You find your diary?
Well, it's my little scrapbook. I've been working on it for
your
quite some time.
diary's a picture book? That's crazy.
Do you not put pictures in your diary so you can remember all the little
also
things
alongside
you've
words,
done?
but you've just done pictures.
Well, there's some newspaper clippings in there so I can remember my fine work. I wrote that article. Look,
it's really
for
unnecessary for you to do a voice. I'm coming to realize
I'm going to do the voice the entire time. I'm committed to the bit
so close
beyond
to your normal
its utility. It's barely perceptible. You can barely understand it. I'm not even going to change it to make it more weird. This is just my voice now. Observe, CHAZ! Incredible.
CHAZ,
I do the
you
voice the
have
whole
no
time?
idea when I was getting the photos for this, how many times I typed in chav.
That's
Try to find. What's it stand for again? It's like cool.
the Capitol
Oh.
Capitol Hill
Riots?
Autonomous Zone.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to talk about CHAZ. We're going to talk about a bunch of times that society's collapsed and anarchism has risen from the ashes. And we're going to see if we can teach this dumb savage how to do anarchism
How
properly.
dare you?
Because,
Chavs.
yeah, sorry, but I mean...
Sorry.
You got with, yeah, CHAZ cancelled. There we go. Well, Monk has cancelled us in the first 5 minutes, which is a record. So I think this is a good start to the
Which
show.
one got cancelled? Me or him?
Is Argentina going to be in this episode? The Zapatistas will be, yeah.
Yippee!
Yay! Yeah, we're going to be looking at a bunch of shit. Very fun. Smug with 10% Nigel Thornberry is a vast improvement. Bring him back. See,
Yeah,
okay,
you should have been ginger.
well,
I've suddenly realised this. What a failed opportunity.
no, actually, I really like the blonde bushy moustache.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. If you pay $5, lion attack, and I'll do the voice for a little while. Okay,
The lion
That's the
attack is pretty fucking awesome. I will be real with you guys. I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, but also $5 will toggle the accent. So I'm gonna go normal, and then if you pay $5, I'll switch the accent on, and $5 will
Reverse
switch
back.
it off again. And yeah, exactly. There you go. It's an on-off switch. Because I know that half of you are gonna hate it and half of you are gonna love it. So that's actually ideal. That's actually perfect.
Yeah, that is a
You
good
are now
point.
at
Why
war.
does Seattle have a Capitol Hill?
It's the what? It's the what do you mean? It's just the capital of the. Oh, you're right. Yeah, why is it called Capitol Hill?
That makes no fucking sense. Why would it be called Capitol Hill? It's like, oh, we wanted our own. We're jealous.
Wait, what?
We've got Capitol Hill at home.
Capitol Hill in Seattle is named after the neighborhood of Capitol Hill in Denver, Colorado, in
What?
the hopes that the Washington state capitol would have been moved to Seattle. The name was given by real
They're
estate
hedging their
developer
bets.
James Moore. That's awesome.
That's so sick.
That's so sick. That's amazing. They
Man.
basically a real estate developer back in the day, early day, was literally like, yeah,
Fingers
early
crossed.
1900s when
yeah,
the when
really
the
big
capital of
believer
America.
was it normative determinism?
Yeah. Well, honestly, in like the year 1900 when this happened, that's not the worst plan ever. Like, you know, he did. To be fair, that real estate developer did correctly predict Seattle being like kind of an important city, but not that important. Not quite there. That's so funny. God, what a swing
We'll
and
call
a
it
miss.
Capitol
What a good
Hill.
swing.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I'm just gonna change like my door number to Billionaire Row.
Yeah.
I'm gonna own everything here. All right, it's manifesting. It's manifesting. I'm putting it on my vision board. It's going on my vision board.
Yeah. King of the world
I
country.
believe in the secret. It's literally the same thing that caused the dot-com bubble. I don't think that's. No, go on then. Fine, whatever. Sure. This time, Oscar. Sure. Fine. This time you get it. Fine.
Yeah, capital
go for
letters
it,
were
go for
bad for URLs. I thought it meant free of Capitol Hill were congresses. No, it's a place name. Because Capitol Hill, it freaked me out a bit when I was looking into this, because I immediately I didn't remember the anagram was for Capitol Hill when I was looking into it, and I was like, wait, what? Like I instantly had like flashes of January 6th, and I was like, what? I was like, have I got this mixed up with the other event? You know, I just got the names wrong.
This is basically the January 6th of the left. And I mean that in every sense.
Yeah.
And I also mean that in terms of scale and scope and ambition.
And costumes.
And real impact. And costumes. Yeah, basically. Yeah, this was our LOP. Their LOP nearly actually cooed the country. Our LOP, we held on to like 8 blocks for like, what, a couple of months? It wasn't great.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's not familiar with CHAZ, I guess I'll do a little walkthrough here. It's not too complicated. But basically, during the sort of peak of the BLM riots, this was in like June of 2020. Oh, by the way, this is not a history stream. I will get facts wrong all the time. It's a vibes-based history. Okay, all right. We're not learning.
No,
history.
this is
We're
all
just gonna talk
accurate.
about- Okay, fine. This is all 100% accurate. Keep in mind the costume of the guy telling you about history, and then take it with the white colonizer note it comes with. There was a police precinct. There was a police. Olive, calm down. Oh my god, Olive is already triggered. This is awesome. This is great. I'm sure she'll be joining soon.
Capitol Hill was in the zone, dude. They had the White House.
Chaz got people killed. Shut up. Okay. So here's what happened. Relax. Chill. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. Okay. So basically, 2020, June or like start of summer, whatever. Basically, as in a lot of places, there's a lot of like clashes between police and protesters. And they just fucking dumped tear gas everywhere. It was like they were slamming it with tear gas and flashbangs.
Whoa. You gotta start from the start. What caused this? What was going on?
Oh my god, George Floyd got necked. Okay, what do you want from me? All right, he got necked by a cop. He got murdered.
He was burying the story of the innocent black man murdered.
Sorry, I'm burying a narrative knee into the neck of this BLM motif.
Sorry, I forgot you were all about cultural erasure.
I'm literally a white colonizer. What do you want from me today?
Well, it's my role, dude. I gotta bring you back to Earth.
Okay, you're gonna woke me up. Okay, fine. He's woking me up, guys. Okay, I'm woking. Actually, I should also be slightly larger.
What?
There you go. That feels better. I feel better about this scale. My eyeline.
Why? Because I'm holding this fucking olive. Is it making you feel insecure?
It's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit. Yeah, it is making me. I mean, to be fair, I do have the gun, so we're pretty even right now. This is a
It was CHAZ that got people killed because paramedics couldn't get to the people in need.
This is awesome. Okay, we're gonna go through all of this. Don't worry, relax. We're gonna go through the entire thing. Okay, CHAZ is important. I do feel like CHAZ is important. Okay, so the Seattle Police Department, after about a week of this, decides to basically vacate and like board up the fucking East Precinct. Now, there's a lot of like kind of cross-reporting, and I think the end result when the city kind of did its own investigation, I think it was called like the Sentinel investigation or something. They basically found that the cops, okay, Olive is going to get angry at me, so I'm just going to be straight about what I think happened. It seems like there were genuinely a bunch of woke people in the Seattle police because Seattle is such a woke city that like a lot of the civil servants, even as there was like tear gas and flashbangs, I think they went way too hard, way too fast, and it seems like there was internal conflict within the police department where some people thought, oh fuck, we've become the bad guys, and they genuinely started pressuring internally to try and
this definitely says made up.
No, because so the city did an after-action review. We can read some of the review if you want. I read it. I read it a few years ago when it happened. But basically, they claimed that there was a bunch of. They call it confused internal decision making, which I read as there was like internal conflicts within the organization. Some people wanted to do stuff. Other people, like they decided on withdrawal, right? Like they weren't necessarily chased out. They probably could have held the way other precincts in other cities were able to hold, but they decided to withdraw for the purpose of de-escalation. Right, that's what they said. They said, we're literally going to leave in order to de-escalate. There's a lot of, like, protests around the East Precinct. We're tear-gassing to keep people out of it. Like, it's a war zone out here. So they decided to leave in order to de-escalate. That's basically their declaration, right?
Okay, they're like, we out of here.
Yes. They left behind a bunch of barricades, which the protesters then used to set up the sort of compound around the set of blocks that they wanted to hold. Okay? Now, some of the problems that the city has said happened, where they you know, it's like boring civil servant shit. They're like, we're sorry we didn't communicate the withdrawal properly. We're sorry to local businesses that were potentially disrupted by anarchism just taking over a few blocks of the city. Yeah, basically. Yeah, people started to get a little bit uppity, and over the course of about, you have to remember this was like after 4 years of anti-Trump protests. Olive is gonna get triggered, but yes, it was an appeasement strategy by the police. Yeah, okay, so she's not getting triggered. Good. As long as Olive is happy, I'm happy. Okay, I'm terrified.
She's my god. That's why I've got this stick.
Yeah, well, you've impaled an olive. That's how you.
That's a tribute.
That's
dude.
how you represent your god.
I assume Olive eats olives. That's why she's called that.
That makes sense. Yeah. She's kind of olive shaped, I guess. I don't like that. I feel like the piercing red pit in the olive. I feel like he's staring at me. It looks like a CCTV camera.
Don't worry about it, dude.
Okay, all right. Why is it pointed right at? Whatever, it's fine. Jesus, shut up. Yeah, no, he's not good. Anyway, so this is when we start to see mutual aid programs start to spin up. They set up the No Cop Co-op, which was basically like a free food hub. They started doing, which is kind of cute. It's a cute name. They obviously, a lot of the No Cop Co-op. Yeah, I mean, it was very, very like specifically oriented around the police, which I think was probably one of its to its detriment. I think they were overly fixated on the police. It's good to have,
next to the No Cop Co-op was the arsonist only Asda, you know.
yeah. The firebomb Walmart.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they started to they started to basically maintain this area. They had like patrols. They started doing community gardening projects, which is basically, for anyone from the UK, it's basically just allotments. Americans make a really big deal of this, of like not having a garden at your house but having it somewhere else. They're like, yeah, we're anarchists, we're solar punk, we're like doing community gardening. This is like something that Jeremy Corbyn's been doing for like 40. It's just like people pottering about in like little allotted sections of garden that they kind of share in one big plot of land near like an apartment complex. Americans, really feel like that's super important, but it's good to like get to know your local neighborhood and share food and stuff.
Well, do Americans even understand the concept of allotments?
Well, it's basically you have a patch of earth near an apartment or something, and each of those apartments can't have a garden, so you just take the patch of earth and you assign a little chunk of your little plot to each apartment, right? And there's a way for people to have gardens that they can grow stuff in. It's cute, it's nice. In London, you have to apply for them, and there's like a 5-year waiting list, but it's annoying. Yeah,
people make really bad potatoes and tiny tomatoes on it and stuff.
Yes, yeah, they grow shitty food there, yeah. But they, you make friends. You'll mostly find like 50-year-old hippies who like, have kind of sold out, but are still doing a little bit of gardening. So like they still have
love that
some
shit,
kind
man.
of a green thumb. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very, very, very middle-aged. Now they ended up publishing obviously a set of demands. Mainly based on defunding the police.
Yep.
So, they wanted, I think they wanted the police budget cut in half, which is not a terrible, like, at least it wasn't like abolish the police, right? It was actually a fairly 50%.
Yeah, well, they had perfect evidence. They're like, look, they're not even here. They're not even home.
We'll get back to that, but yes, yeah. So they did say that they set up like a bunch of okay. So the security, we will talk about the security situation. The security situation was not perfect. Obviously, they had like volunteer community patrols. Some of them were walking around like open carry, which is allowed in the state. There were also like there was a lot of misinfo. I think that like a lot of normies, especially business owners, like sort of probably right-wing Trump backing business owners, were obviously very unhappy that suddenly they existed in like a gay anarchist commune.
Yeah,
so they
what the fuck's going on here, dude?
Yeah, there were rumors that there was like armed checkpoints, so like you had to like go through like armed thugs at the border of CHAZ. And while there were a couple of instances,
there was also rumor
like
that they were going to introduce a fuck wall as well. I heard that.
Stop! We're not making the fuck wall is a capitalist invention, not an anarchist invention.
I'm just telling you, they were thinking about trying it. They said they weren't charging.
Stop pitching the fuck wall. Stop pitching the fuck wall. It's not happening. Okay.
Alright, I'm just saying.
Queen Elizabeth would be rolling in her grave. All right. She'd be rolling in the child's blood she's reconstituting in, if she could hear you right now. 50 more years and then she's back, baby. Queen Elizabeth III.
Yeah, so the thing as well with CHAZ, it seems to be quite a nice neighborhood. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, I think the blocks are decent. I mean, like, it's the central kind of commercial neighborhood. It's a park. Well, if you go to the next page, I actually put a little map so you can see exactly what was covered, so we can actually take a little look.
Hungry dicks crowd?
Yeah, so basically, this is I looked at a bunch of maps. I decided we're gonna pick the map. We're gonna pick the map by the gay anarchists because they named a bunch of stuff very, very cringe names. It's very funny. So you can see here, hi to you, Andy No, because he's back then he was a big deal. He was the guy. He was the Asian guy who would like go out and start shit and then get punched by like BLM and then like post it on Twitter for like millions of views. Do you remember that guy? He's still around.
Yeah, I don't think I do, but sure.
He kind of lost a lot of his clout and attention, but he's definitely still around. But yeah, his big thing was he would run into BLM protesters. He would declare himself like a right-wing fascist. He'd get the shit kicked out of him. And then he would like edit stuff so that it just looked like people were starting shit with him randomly. Yeah. He was like a big misinfo spreader, basically. He was one of those guys who like deliberately started shit. He's like the quintessential
a super spreader, you could say.
A super spreader of one of the worst social media diseases that exists. Yeah. But yeah, so there's a lot going on.
Oh, of course they chose to do it with the park. I would as well.
Yeah, it's great. No, they kind of set up a bit of a block party. Oliver was talking about this the other day, but apparently the block parties that Seattle used to throw got cancelled over COVID. And so this was, in some ways, this was a bit of a yearning,
revenge.
You know, post kind of, yeah. It was like sort of was, you know, after the COVID situation. This was still peak COVID, by the way, summer 2020. This was not a good time. But people were fed up. They were sick of it. Americans like their freedom too much. You know, me and Wiz were locked down in our little houses, not allowed to hug our grands.
It sounds like it's an intersection between like the block party team and the debate society. You know, if they two like were in the middle of riots.
Yeah, basically.
What would they do?
But I will say, they didn't do a horrible job. I mean, look, so you see on the map, they got medic stations everywhere, and apparently the medic stations were operated by trained professionals. You know, they were real doctors and nurses volunteering. They were able to set up, toilet stations and stuff, utilities. There's porta potties all over the place. They had events that were, like, pretty cool and well organized. Obviously, they had the classic, like, slam poetry shit. But they had some genuinely cool like art. It was a bit of a like Edinburgh Fringe, you know. They had like lots of small
is that what it was like
coming in? Well, I haven't been there, so but I assume lots of like small tents with random shittos who are just doing like kind of cringe gay art.
Really bad,
and maybe 10% of it is good. Yes, basically a lot of bad stand up.
Yeah, they're doing drunken Shakespeare, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I think Shakespeare in the Park literally performed there. Yes,
no
literally.
Way. No
I
way.
think so. I think so, or maybe one of the improv groups that does improv Shakespeare. I remember. Left wingers needed a way to not follow lockdown restrictions without being right wing coded. That's a pretty good insight, honestly. Yeah, I think the left wing was because in the UK, like we were fairly, you know, obedient.
Well, yeah, well, left wing people are perverts, and this was the anti-sex time, you know.
That's true. Yeah. I think YouTube chat could create a pretty cool CHAZ too. Nope, we're shutting that shit down. No rebelling against.
Yeah, no create a CHAZ in the fucking chat. No chat CHAZ.
Dude, yeah.
No
yes. Also, of course. I wonder. I've never seen how much the very famous giant Seattle polycule interacted with CHAZ. Did they have was there an overlap? There must have been an overlap.
Whoa. CHAZ is just stealing cars and shooting kids. We need to find this CHAZ fellow.
Did the giant polycule actually
shoot
interact
kids?
with CHAZ at all?
No.
I suppose not. That's a shame. I wish there was overlap there. I was hoping for like cross promotion, you know? Yeah. CHAZ is just stealing cars and shooting kids. Right, you're retarded. I'm gonna explain some stuff to you now. So every city in America, for a lot of reasons, mostly your fault, there are shootings and killings that just happen all the time, every day, right? The same number of shootings and killings appear to have occurred in CHAZ, right? Like, it's not like those shootings and killings were just going to magically stop, because anarchism is not magic. It's not literally like a pacifism spell that was cast on the neighborhood. So, at first, the regular amount of crime occurred, and the same amount of crime was stopped as is always stopped, which is to say, very little. Because cops do not prevent shootings in any city. They show up afterwards, maybe they solve fucking 5% of the random gang violence, and then they fuck off, right? The way that cops actually do proactive work in America is they assemble the FASH squad with a bunch of guns, they kick some doors down, they get rid of 10% of a gang at best, and then they take one drug haul out, and that's their proactive
makes a good point
work.
As well. People heard it was a cult-free zone and decided it was a great place to go sell drugs. Yep.
I was going to follow up. After a while, after like a couple of weeks, people did know that there were no police there, and so they started to flow in from other areas of the city, right, in order to do criminal activity. So this is where
I'll be running up there being like, purge time, baby. Let's fucking go.
So this is a bit of a
I start purging
issue,
people.
right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, there wasn't a purge.
I'm just saying, if
Jesus.
there's no fucking police and stuff, I gotta start purging. It's just natural.
Stop purging. Stop
You're supposed to
purging.
let it
It's
out
not
every so
natural to
often.
purge. It's
I
not.
think I
It's
can get
not
like one or
natural
two
to
guys
purge.
before, and then when they try and
Purging-
chase me, I just run across the border of the little town.
Purge. Can't touch me. Can't touch me. Can't touch me.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, no, I'm
Yeah.
no longer in Purge Town.
I'm in the safe zone. I'm in the safe
I
zone.
say if a
I'm in the
bullet
outpost.
travels
I'm in the
from
outpost.
Purge Town into Real Town, you're in trouble. You die actually.
Yeah. I'm on the line. I'm on the line. Wait, did you even learn about the warlord? I'm sorry, I've never heard anyone talk about the CHAZ warlord.
Unless actually, Olive, is it this guy? Because there was this.
Oh, wait, Raz Simone? Oh, I did hear about. Okay, I did hear about Simone. Yes.
Well, no, you gotta explain it then.
Oh, I don't want to.
Well, we're live,
I think it's
dude.
bullshit. Okay, so he wasn't a warlord. Oh, I see. I think Olive is joking. Okay, basically, and by people, I mean
whitey.
white journalists.
Yeah.
Called him a warlord because he was open carrying an AK walking. And apparently he kicked the ass of some guy who was doing graffiti. That's
With
pretty
his
much
AK
it. That's
or
his claim to
different?
fame. But he was he's like a singer, right? Like he was I think he was like maybe he was a rapper or something. He hosted concerts for his own album, and he was just a prominent charismatic guy who became a go-to guy in the neighborhood to, like, I don't know, talk to and sort
shoot
people
people.
out, right? Everyone
Oh.
everyone recognized him. He walked around with an AK. He was popular. He was like a cool, artist. And so people treated him AK-47. The fuck do you want from me? Jesus.
Sorry, Kalashnikov.
So people-
How about that, huh?
But anyway, at a certain point, I think there was like some clip. I can't remember who. Maybe it was Andy No, actually. But basically, there was a clip of him. I think it was him.
What would Dexter have
arming
done about this
people.
warlord? Well, we know Dexter's methods. He would have made his own version of CHAZ and used it to kill
Let me see if I
him.
can find the video.
How does he have an AK? Yeah, good question, Bina. He's a rapper. What else do you need to know?
Let's have a look here. Where's the? There was a video of him, like, basically doing weapons trafficking, apparently.
Ah.
Now, it was exaggerated, but basically he was handing out assault rifles to people.
Whoa. How is
Hang
that
on.
exaggerated?
Okay, so I think there's a video of
Like,
him, like,
people say he gave out
taking
100 and he gave
guns-
out 10. That's still pretty bad. He was taking the
So
guns
basically-
away from people? Is that what you're saying? He wasn't buying a gun, Your Honor.
No, shut up. He was taking guns away from people, and then they played the footage in reverse. No, okay, let me explain. So there were rumors. This is what I remember from the time. Maybe this is terrible misinfo. There were rumors that the Proud Boys were preparing to attack CHAZ.
Okay.
So some of the organizers of CHAZ were like, we're not going to let that happen. So they shared out some guns. There was a video of him pulling a gun out of a trunk or something like that and handing it to other people. And then some right-wing dipshit basically said, oh, he's a weapons trafficker warlord who's handing out assault rifles to Proud Boys were actually going to attack. Okay, now Olive, is a reasonable response to the Proud Boys are planning to attack to start handing out AK-47s in the middle of the city. What do you think? Does that actually make sense?
Well, it
Does that
depends if
actually
you're
make
giving
sense?
them to cool teens or not.
Like, do you actually, as CHAZ, is it a good idea to begin an actual guerrilla versus guerrilla war in the middle of Seattle? Does that make sense? Because if there's AK-47s
Guerrilla?
on both sides, yes.
Wait a
Oscar
second.
says yes. Okay.
Where is that gorilla?
No, shut up. Shut up, idiot.
What does he mean by that? What does he mean by that?
I don't tell you Brits how to live in your country. Don't tell me how to be American. Because, like, if we want to resolve our differences by letting 40 guys with AK-47s roll up against 40 guys with M16s, then that's my business as a that's my God-given right.
The flag
fucking
gives me
American.
the right.
Show me proof those were AK-47s. To be specifically, Raz Simone was seen with an AK-47.
Whoa. Smug. Mina, did you
he's a
forget the
socialist.
stream?
Yeah, also, do you know who we are?
The proof word is banned here. You should know this.
Although, wait. The right-wing... Okay, I found a Forbes article. Okay. Meet Raz Simone, the alleged warlord of the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. Highlights from this article include... the right wing used to call him Osama bin Raza, which is the coolest fucking name for a guy ever. That's so sick.
Yeah, Bin Raza's cool.
Yeah, I believe Forbes. So I'm just gonna uncritically believe the Forbes reporting here.
Who is Raza? Because Bin Raza means son of Raza.
Raz Simone. So his name is Raz Simone, and the right wing called him Osama bin Raza, which is just like
if you translate it out, like the bin part means son of. Osama, son of Laden.
Wait, really? Osama bin Wizza? You don't have the Wizza pass, okay? Certainly, even with the soft A, you're not going to get away with that here.
It's Wiz Khalifa, bruh.
Okay, he's my Wizza. Oh, it sounds bad when I say it as well.
Yeah, you definitely can't. You don't have that pass.
Yeah, no, that sounded, that sounded hateful coming out of my mouth. Now, of course, classically, we have the Donald Trump tweet, the total panic. Domestic terrorists have taken over Seattle,
check
run
the
by
screenshot.
radical left. Oh yeah, okay, fine. Oh, it's Twitter. Ugh, gross. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
It's a good thing you got a button on your keyboard, dude.
It doesn't have all the info. Hold on. I'm gonna screenshot the fucking.
Need the info.
Whatever. Fine.
Throw me a freaking bone here. Need the info.
Go to the next slide. Why can't? Okay, there you go. Right. He tweeted.
Why do you got the tweet?
Shut up.
All links in the chat.
It's like 4 tweets. Domestic terrorists have taken over Seattle, run by radical left Democrats, of course. Law and order! He also tweeted, radical left governor Jay Inslee and the mayor of Seattle are being taunted and played at a level that our great country has never seen before. Take back your city now! If you don't do it, I will. This is not a game. These ugly anarchists must be stopped immediately. Move fast.
It is funny how he didn't then, but now he's doing it for homeless people.
What do you mean?
Like he never actually did he get the National Guard involved? Maybe he did.
With Seattle? No. Seattle eventually kind of de-escalated. I don't. Well, actually,
but now Trump's getting his boys out. Like he's actually started doing some of the things he used to threaten. Like this threat, if he made this now, he'd do it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see. Yeah. He definitely would. He would deploy National Guard.
Yeah.
Like if this happened again, for sure. Yeah. Well, okay. Let me get back to the timeline. Okay. So we're at the stage where basically the vibes are good. Then, unfortunately, as someone said, criminals start to move into the area because they realize that they are probably more likely to get away with doing their criminal activity. There's a few shootings, including like a couple of gang shootings that happen in quick succession. I think there's 4 shootings, and I think 2 people die. Now, people blame CHAZ for this, but actually, the city did an investigation, and they had every incentive to blame CHAZ. But they found the real issue was essentially miscommunication between the fire department, the police department, and the volunteer medics, right? So they actually take some level of the blame because the communication channels were not set up very well, and so it resulted in some delayed responses. But also, conservative news outlets and publications.
Mina's saying the AK-47 thing's made up.
So you realise that we said that the warlord thing is made up, right? Like I don't think he's a warlord.
No. Smug, listen to my fucking words. Mina's saying the AK-47 thing is made up.
There was a video of him handing out a weapon to someone.
Is there a video?
That's literally all the evidence. There is, yeah. Hold on. I think it was. Let me find it.
That would be the smoking gun, so to speak.
You're the worst, dude. You're the worst.
The smoking gun, do you get it? Do you understand the joke? Because it's talking about a gun.
Oh, that's so funny.
Thanks.
Oh my god, what? Oh, Snopes, here we go. Boom. Let's have a look here. Oh, shit! Sorry, Mina. Snopes has confirmed that, in fact, he did hand out a gun in the autonomous zone. So here's the Snopes. Sorry, famous, beloved liberal institution, Snopes, has determined that Mina is in fact wrong.
No, where's the gun?
I'm trying to find the video. Hold on, let me find the tweet. Here we go.
You haven't proved Mina wrong until you can show an AK-47.
Okay, hold on. Well, you're gonna have to play the fucking Twitter video. Do you really want to do that?
Well, you gotta watch it first.
The fucking... It's lost media. The fucking video's gone. God damn it.
So there is no proof of the AK-47. Mina is correct once again.
No, shut up. Shut
Mina,
up.
if you want to attack Smugbug with a lion, please send in $5. You won't regret it.
There you go. Look,
True.
Snopes has said that, does this video show Raz
A
Simone
long
handing out
rifle?
guns?
Oh, that doesn't say AK-47.
What? Who cares? Who fucking cares if it's specifically an AK-47? It's a long rifle. Close enough.
Well,
Shut up.
that
Mina,
was
if you
the
want to do
claim
a victory
contested.
lap, Mina, if you want to do a victory lap over the precise kind of gun that was handed out, I'm gonna find this video. You've triggered me.
Again, it's $5 to send a lion to attack him. Just to be clear here.
But I mean, this is not disputed by any media, so I don't know why. Like, he gave someone a gun.
Well,
Giving someone a gun
is disputed.
Why do we care if it's a hunting rifle? Who fucking cares?
Well,
What's
it's just
wrong
not an
with you people?
AK-47.
Are you insane? Okay, shut up. I'm gonna read Snopes. The clip is genuine and comes from a 5.5-hour Facebook Live video stream on Simone. The moment highlighted by Andy Yo.
I think you've missed the point Mina's making.
Shut up. In which Simone appears to give a gun to a self-identified 18-year-old he does not appear to know, begins at around the 2-hour mark. While the shop has no formal leader, Simone's been active in security operations and in mediating discussions between protesters and the city. Although it was shared on June 15th, 2020, the video Yo took place on the night of June 8th, which was the first night of the protest. Oh, interesting. Okay, so he basically showed it like a week later.
Yep.
The day before, Nicholas Fernandez drove toward a crowd of protesters and shot one in the arm before fleeing towards the police. Now, okay, right. So here's how the right wing has basically fucked up this narrative. So there was a violence on a day where a guy literally drove into a crowd and fired at the crowd, and then I remember that video. Yeah, do you remember he rams the crowd, he fires a gun, he runs towards the police barricade, and the police just let the armed gunsman in, they just let him through. They're like, oh yeah, the crowd wants to kill you because you fired into them. We're gonna just let you pass the barricade towards us and defend you. Very, very strange. In immediate response to that violence where they were fired upon, Simone does in fact hand out guns on the live stream.
Okay.
That seems like a reasonable response, because they literally were fired by a guy who drove a car.
I think the point Mina is making is the right wing used the associated image of warlord with AK-47 because it's like the warlord terrorist gun.
So here's the issue, Mina. Unfortunately, I would bet good money that's an AK-47. The reason being, LARPers and communists and leftists in America love the AK-47 for the same reason the right wing use it in order to commie paint them. It's the same reason. They love AKs. Yeah, like Hassan is not playing with an M16. He's not playing with a American military issue weapon. He's playing with an AK-47 because it looks cool. Yeah. Oh. Exactly. Yeah, styled. Yeah, it was actually an AK-47. It was actually an AK-74. Is that a joke? If that's a joke, that's a good joke. If it's actually a 74, then who cares? You're just saying random things, and why should we be believing anything you say when you just say things you just make up? First of all, everything I said was correct. Second of all, of course we make stuff up all the time. I don't know what you're expecting. Go watch fucking Loader Box. What do you want? You want the truth?
Well,
you want the truth?
Well, I don't think that's the best place to send them.
No, that's a bad shot as well, actually. Yeah, in retrospect, you could just quietly read articles on your own somewhere. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Everything I've said was correct. Literally fact-check true. 100% correct. I've not said anything wrong.
I'm also a frog, and he's a snail.
Don't expect me to be correct. I don't know why you would. We can't watch Loner Box. Yeah, I can't watch Loner Box either.
I knew that was coming. I knew that's where you're going.
I'm sorry. But bro, come on. What was I supposed to do?
The first time was so low, it's grazing the ground.
It was great. Yeah, I'm sorry. I stepped on it. It's rotten. Yeah. Anyway, if someone could find the gun, that'd be great. Because unfortunately, the original video seems to have gone. I can't find it anymore. It literally the Twitter account that originally posted it got removed.
They got him.
But yeah. But anyway, he was
also, Wizard's wrong, but I'm late. Wait, what am I wrong about, Olive?
Why are you mad, Smug? Because you're whining about me being wrong when you're wrong. Like you, we just fact-checked you with fucking liberal media.
Loaderbox is good sleeping material. Well, the other night, Smug's dog was struggling to sleep, so he locked it in a room. Only played Loaderbox.
Yeah, and actually, the dog didn't settle down until I turned off Loaderbox. He does not actually like Loaderbox, it turns out. He really did not enjoy the Loaderbox.
My dog falls asleep to Loaderbox.
Yeah.
If I was going out to the shops, I'd put on one of his old videos, and then I'd leave.
I mean, if it works, it works.
You come back
Anyway, so there's a bunch of shootings, blah, blah, blah. Eventually, we get to July, and emergency orders are issued. The Seattle Police Department ends up clearing CHAZ. They reclaim the East Precinct, and they arrest a bunch of people.
Oh, Mina, that's an unfortunate typo.
Mina, with all due respect, you're being retarded today. Okay? You're just mad that you got it slightly wrong, and that's okay, but you got it slightly wrong. The guy was handing out guns. Snopes agrees with me. That, like, you don't need it to not be true for the right-wing narrative to be retarded. You get that, right? You don't need the right... Like, their narrative is bad. You don't need the facts to be wrong. If you dispute that it happened, you're literally doing more misinfo. I don't know why you're so committed to this.
I caught my chihuahua watching Nick Fuentes. What should I do? That's just gay culture, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, yeah. All chihuahuas are gay. When did I say he wasn't? You literally said, give me your proof that it was an AK-47. Sorry, you cared about the specific rifle? Then my answer is, who cares what rifle it was? Literally doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? It was a fucking M16 or a fucking rocket-propelled grenade launcher. Who fucking cares? Trump deployed National Guard to secure DC, but he also sent DHS to guard federal property. None of this is Seattle. We're talking about Seattle. We're talking about anarchists.
Olive's talking more largely about the BLM riots.
I see. Yeah, but BLM wasn't anarchism, okay? All right. Anyway,
yeah. So how's this anarchist? Lip the bow.
Okay, sure. So basically, well, they kicked out the police. They set up mutual aid. They set up a bunch of medical infrastructure, utilities, logistics, security. I mean, it's just mad. They basically set up everything you would need to kind of run an anarchist commune within CHAZ. Now, I think that there was some rumblings that there was some potential. Obviously, okay. So first of all, they did not plan to do this. This just kind of happened. Like, the anarchists and the protesters were surprised that the police left, and so they kind of seized on the opportunity, but they didn't really have much time to prepare, and this wasn't part of the plan. So they kind of just, like, jumped on it. Now, if there had been, like, more infrastructure available up front, probably the thing would have gone better, but they essentially weren't quite ready. The fact they were able to seize it and hold it at all is kind of a miracle.
So, to be clear,
they were immediately able to,
anarchists just win no police in this scenario.
Well, yeah, there was no city infrastructure. The only thing that the police were allowed to do in this situation were be let in order to deal with, like, life-threatening medical situations, stuff like that. I'm vibing in bed and trying to get a rise out of you, and I succeeded. Oh, okay, so you were just trolling. Fair enough. But yeah, so, like, the point of it was that they were trying to
much needed context this week's chat. So, excuse me. Much needed context this week, chat. Smug's been playing Rust. And Smug, when he's not himself when he plays Rust, he gets replaced by a tiny little horrible gremlin that screams and yells and does awful things to many friends and family members. Tell them about the dog. Or maybe we'll talk about the dog later.
We'll talk about the dog later, dude. Don't worry, that's one of the anarchist prisoners. Stop trying to get behind me. Stop trying to get behind me.
I'm just saying, he's not himself, chat. Okay, you might notice. Sure, I'm sick, but there's something going on in his head. He's mentally sick.
Yeah, also, I'm halfway through my second cider.
What? You've been drinking today?
I told Oscar I was going to be drinking as a little treat.
What's going on with you? What's happening? It's a Monday night.
And then as soon I'm unemployed. My wife is gone. I've got a dog that I hate. I've got a co-host that I hate. I'm going to freak out if I call this.
Yeah, Smug did kick his dog. That is true.
I did kick my dog. Yeah,
but it was only out of anger to teach it a lesson.
No! Do you know what really sucks is that I kicked the dog and, like, he was well behaved for like 4 hours, like, impeccably. It's not good. That's very upsetting. Yeah, no, I bonked him in the head. I was walking him and he did that stupid thing where he just, like, swings his head around and goes, something smelly on the ground, and my foot just, like, clonked him and it was like a big knock. I felt it. It felt bad. I feel really bad for him. He's been okay, though. Actually, no, he was a little shit all day today. He was so well behaved yesterday, and now he's been so badly behaved.
Yeah, because you've been badly behaved today.
Maybe, but I took him on I took him on 3 walks today, good ones as well. And on the last walk, I think he knows it's stream day. I think he knew that I was going to lock him in the room and leave him 3 hours.
You can tell the vibes are wrong. Well, you've also been in a weird mood all day, so he's probably been thinking, what's wrong with my master? Maybe. What's wrong with him? Why is he screaming and going, fuck, I'm dedicated, Russ, fuck?
You think he was getting upset? He was just kind of sleeping, though.
It would upset me. I mean, it did upset me. You were doing it in a call I was in.
I hate you, 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 I hate you.
And I was like, no more.
Right!
Class.
Anyway, back to CHAZ.
Okay, so, Chaz me up, bro.
I'm Chaz you out. Anyway, So I think it is important to recognize that they did genuinely set up an autonomous zone. It did have successful mutual aid programs. There was an artistic component as well, but broadly speaking, they got the medical right, they got the utilities right, and the fact that there was an existing anarchist infrastructure meant that they could kind of seize on the opportunity, even if they hadn't planned for it.
Yeah,
Now,
but here's the counter. Here's the counter.
God, okay.
Every resource they used to do this was stuff that is derived from capitalism and exploitation and the needs. This happened while stocks lasted, right? They got the equipment they needed to police the community because of the police.
Okay, right, but you could say that about literally any anarchist project ever. It exists in a context, so it's not anarchist. Okay, fine.
Wait,
then
it does. You can't say it didn't have any. Like the infrastructure was all there, the roads were there, the houses were there.
Well, yeah, but any anarchist project would exist in a world where things exist already.
And the other argument as well is it didn't sustain, sadly, tragically.
Well, this is the thing. Like after a few weeks, like they did get rumbled. Like they did get. So
Yep.
there's two, but this argument cuts both ways, right? It had all of the positive benefits of being constructed in a society that already existed. It also had all the negative externalities of a capitalist system that generated gang crime, which then flooded to an autonomous zone where they could get away with criminality. So it had the pros and the cons of existing in that context. But this is every project ever. There's no way to start anything outside of the context of the existing infrastructure of civilization. So, yeah, I'll give you an example, actually, because I didn't put it on the list. But, fuck, what's the name? Oh, fuck, hold on 1 second. What's it called? Oh, Freetown, Christiania. Have you heard? Okay. No, that's good. Looking good, looking good. It's nice with YouTube that like the stream doesn't automatically end until you click end.
Yeah.
That actually really helps. Oh god. Oh,
wow.
Viewers. Ugh.
How are we doing?
Ow,
are we back?
Ow, oof, ouch. Oof, ouch, my viewers. Oof, ouch. Ow, ow, right in the view count.
How are we
Owie.
doing? I told you
Owie.
Rust is the devil, dude. Rust is the devil.
Yeah.
Can you check see if we're up? Are we up and running? Can you check?
I think so. Chat, tell us. Chat, tell us. It's fine. I think we're probably back. Yeah, it looks good to me. We are up and running. Looks good to me.
Stop cooling your PC with iron brew. I do have a glass of iron brew here. The problem is I can't cool my PC. Wait, let me
pour some iron brew in it. Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, that's bad.
You're a fan. No, this is me just pouring.
Oh god. Okay.
It's not that hot though.
Ew. Wiz is blowing a fan. We're not that desperate for money. We're not going to do the fuck a fan thing.
Like touching the outside of my PC. Like CP. I'll put it here. If you guys can hear a fan, well, that's to stop the crashes.
I just want to say I really appreciate you guys sticking around through technical difficulties. Like this doesn't happen very often, but
yeah, I'd also appreciate a couple likes. If you like the fact that the stream does crash it, fuck. Fuck. They got us, dude.
If you're enjoying the crashing stream, the stream with crashing, please leave us a like.
Yeah, it's just summertime and my PC's old, okay? And Smug made me play Rust.
It is my fault.
This happens every time I play Rust. I have to reinstall all my drivers again.
If only there was a lion to punish me for my crimes. No, okay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Anyway, go to the next page in my scrapbook.
Ooh.
No, go back.
Page. Okay, well.
Yeah. So Freetown Christiania is basically a CHAZ that is permanent that exists today. It is a autonomous region in the middle of Denmark, specifically in Copenhagen, I think it's in Copenhagen. Yep. It is a anarchist commune in the middle of the capital city of Denmark. This is literally a successful anarchist commune that exists today. It has its own problems. So it started as a I think it started as like a it was like a base or something. It was like an encampment. Basically, like the Danish military did a bunch of shit there. But then, Makuba's here. That place is dangerous. They don't let you take pictures there. Yeah, so I'll explain Freetown Christiania in a second. So originally, I think they squatted it in the 70s. It was like a hippie thing. And they literally squatted, again, this looks very similar to CHAZ, right? It's a lot of park. It's got like a couple of blocks in it. But they never gave it up. the cops basically never came back in. The Danish police essentially just gave up on it. And it was held ever since for 50 years. Now, it became very, very famous because drugs were dealt completely illegally there, but obviously there was no,
that's what I was going to say. How much of it is just down to very lax drug laws?
Well, so it was called, there's a street on it literally called Pusher Street. I've always wanted to visit. I am actually going to go to Denmark at some point because I've got some friends there, and I am going to visit it and see what it is like in person. But as far as I've heard, the mainstream opinion is that biker gangs basically took it over and used it to essentially sell a bunch of drugs all the time. But apparently, most of the people within Freetown Christiania and the cops were basically able to, over the last couple years, start kicking out a lot of the drug trade. So it's actually improved substantially. It's also a really big tourist attraction. Like, it gets like a bunch of, I don't know, it gets a bunch of foot traffic, which is good, right? Like, there's reasons to visit Copenhagen. It's like another wonder of Copenhagen. Yeah. I basically, it was very heavy on the drug trade, and then they started cleaning up over the last few years, and now things seem to be getting a little bit better. Makuba is obviously going to panic. You do realize they finally closed Pusher Street for good. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
Yeah, they literally ripped up the street. Yeah, didn't they shut the drug? All of these things are things I'm saying. Sorry. Yes, chat, you're correct. They did, in fact, stop the drug trade a couple of years ago. Wow, thank you for the update. Thank you so much. It was just a long line of drug dealers, and they would sell to anyone. Well, yeah, obviously. Yeah. It was a drug street. Yes, obviously. Most of them were just selling weed, but it's not. It wasn't too crazy. But yeah, so this is a successful CHAZ. This is a successful CHAZ. Like, this is one that worked for 50 years. It's continued work. Oh, they would sell to children as well. Based, real anarchism. Very cool.
Let's go.
So there you go. So anyway, my point is, this is the kind of thing that can happen when opportunities like this arise. And Freetown Christiania isn't like insane or anything, but it is literally like a hippie commune that never got dismantled. And the residents there are generally pretty happy to live there. It's got a very, very strong art scene.
Are all your examples homeless camps?
They're not homeless camps. A lot of the inhabitants like living there. It's fine.
They have home. Well, that doesn't mean it's not a homeless camp.
It's a wonder. It's a wonder of Denmark. It's a wonder of Denmark.
Yeah, I do wonder.
No,
about
but
Denmark.
the actual the governance system of Freetown Christiania is pretty cool. It is like a radical democracy. Unfortunately, they kind of started to remove some of the anarchistic principles in the process of, dealing with the drug trade. So it's not like, it's fine. It's fine. Most existing anarchy communes are artists and drugs. It's a state on our capital. They do not pay taxes to the king. I forgot how much I loved Makuba.
Yeah,
yes, I agree with you, actually, Makuba. You're right. The king deserves his dues. The British king. No other king is valid. The CHAZ project stemmed from these homeless camp projects, same social infrastructure, much like. Well, it makes sense, right? Because literally, homeless communes are essentially like the disconnection, the lack of infrastructure, the collapse in the capacity for the current economic model and system to facilitate an existence for large groups of people. So yeah, obviously, homeless encampments is actually a big part of this. It's a fundamental part of this because those are the guys who have to set up mutual aid. They have their own systems in society, and it's not perfect, and there's a lot of problems. But capitalism produced these people and produced these circumstances. They didn't, they didn't just
wait.
End up there,
Olive agrees with me
by happenstance. What?
Look, no, that makes sense though. Wiz, the CHAZ project stemmed from those homeless camp project. The same social infrastructure, much overlap.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's not a bad thing. Like that makes total sense.
Well, that's I was just asking.
Trying to... Yeah, no, it's good. It's
just asking questions, okay?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think this fan's working, by the way.
Well, that's good. We'll move on from CHAZ, but I think the bottom line is it's cool that it was possible for them to very, very rapidly self-organize and start provisioning for the local community. They had some problems with the externalities and kind of criminals coming in, which means a very, very important part of these kind of anarchist projects is probably gatekeeping. You probably do have to
criminals coming in. Do you mean like on boats or?
Shut up. You have to try and resist the negative externalities of the system that you're engaged with. So you have to be careful about who you allow in. Free association should work in mostly one direction. You're not entitled to be in a group, but you are always entitled to not be subjected
I
to
was Leon
the
in pain when he died.
powers of a group. Yeah?
You know where he died?
Uh-huh.
He fell off a building.
I know. Well, I think he jumped. He got drunk and sad.
Well, no, everyone says he did it accidentally.
Yeah, but I think he jumped. I think he got
You think it was like a fucking inside job? You think he was trying to kill himself?
Gatekeeping, this is what you're doing with criminals into the pit. Yes, Mog, what I said was kill all criminals on sight.
Yeah,
No,
that's number one anarchist principle.
The problem is that anarchists tend to be a little bit too open borders. This is going to sound
close them up.
Mog, especially. No, it's in favor of discrimination. Yes, obviously, discrimination is very important. Not based on immutable characteristics, but yes, you should discriminate generally in life. You should decide which people. You should discriminate who your friends are. You should discriminate who's joining your group. You should discriminate who you're working against. What do you mean? Sorry. Do you not discriminate against, like, working with Nazis? Like,
Call me
what?
woke, dude. Call me woke. I wouldn't dare.
Wokeoid? Wokeoid? What do you mean? I wouldn't. But would you? Would you just happily work with a Nazi every day? Mimic? Huh? Say it. Say it. Say you would happily work with a Nazi. You'd help
like
Nazis
the
with their
stream or
projects.
something?
Would you discriminate against liking the stream?
Would you like a?
Yeah, 'cause if
would you like a fucking stream?
I accept anyone that wants to hang out with me. Hanging out with you interpersonally is different to letting people into your anarchist commune. You understand that? Like, okay, 20 ICE troops show up at the border and they're full kit, SWAT team, balaclavas, no identification.
Against people who aren't anarchists.
Wiz, let me finish. I need to ask this, okay? They show up, they stand at the border, and they're like, "Hey guys, can we hang out? Can we like come party?" Are you gonna let them in? You can discriminate. Oh, it's totally the same. Okay, one ICE soldier.
An ICE soldier, dude? What, from fucking
them with
Game of
love
Thrones?
and share your weed. Okay, good meme. Why is everyone baiting
An
me
ICE
today?
soldier?
An ICE soldier. An ICE soldier.
From Game of Thrones, dude? They're beyond the fucking wall?
No.
Is that what they...
Sorry. Sorry, they're in Arctic Kick Metal Mask, okay?
Yeah. An ICE soldier, dude?
Oh my god. Oh, sorry, I'm getting, as always, epic fail. Can you just stop DMing me and can you instead just type in chat like a normal person? I don't know what the fuck to do with you. Unless I've just outed you.
Priority trigger.
Brother, unless I've just accidentally outed you. Okay, and I'm very, very sorry. But like, I don't know what you expected. Anyway, this is a good question though. If anarchists communities need gatekeeping, then it stands to reason they'd need some type of organized force to protect that gate, no? An anarchist self-defense force? An ASD? Oh, shut up. Unfucking believable.
Yeah, what's your counter to that, dude?
Yes, every anarchist in all of history has said we need self-policing. Everyone should have a gun and be ready to militarize if needed.
Oh, so this is like trans as well.
This is a first principle of anarchism, like basically, is to make sure that everyone is armed. It's not a paradox, Spore, you fucking retard. How is it a paradox? From day one, anarchists have been like, everyone should have a fucking gun and should be ready to use it. Guard the wall.
Oh,
yes!
I realized something. I realized something. We've passed the cardinal sin here. Do you realize what it is?
I don't know what it is. What?
We've accidentally covered something you care about.
Ah, fuck! You're right. What a terrible mistake on my Rust addiction week, no less, as well.
We can't keep doing this,
on my
Rust
Rust addiction week as well.
Chat, stop bullying him. He doesn't deserve it. I mean, he does.
Do you know what sucks? Do you know what sucks? The less happy I am, the higher the view count goes. It's really fucking annoying. I hate that that's such a strong association. You guys just watch this shit to make me upset. That's what I'm hearing. Yes, God,
yeah, remember no gods, no borders? Well, anarchism is borders and maybe gods.
Shut up! It's not no gods, no borders. It's no gods, no masters. You fucking idiot. Also, Violent Smoker, guard the wall. I'm gonna guard your fucking mum so she doesn't produce any more of you. Kez, rage baited. I'm gonna bait your mum so that she eats enough to not create a nutritionally deficient baby. God, everyone got a gun and guards their border with violence. Sounds like fascism. Fascism, it literally takes away.
It's red fascism. That's what I'm hearing, guys.
I'm getting these fucking nonsense. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Jesus Christ. Okay, it's fine.
You open the window to your soul, and you're surprised this happens.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you gotta stop letting them make you a lol cow.
Smug looking like he's an extra for the video of night boats to Vyro. Hey, listen. All right, I haven't seen any lions yet. So whatever's working on this costume is working. All right.
You're starting next to Gal Gadot. Oh, Makupa.
Fuck. No.
Speak fish.
Wait a minute.
Good take on discrimination. Half a chat would chill with Epstein at the dive bar.
Oh, no.
We should guard the wall.
That's so true. What should we guard the wall against?
No, it's not.
Oh!
Wait a minute.
Oh my god! Whoa.
My god! Ow! Oh Jesus!
Oh my god! I was going for him! Oh my god! Oh! Oh shit! Oh!
Stop!
Whoa! That's fucking crazy. Where the fuck did that come from?
I'm rended in twain.
That's why you need a wall,
dude. Someone patrol the perimeter. We need the night guard. No, wait, we need
yeah,
the
we need those
borders.
fucking ice warriors, whatever the fuck you call them.
A vicious animal has breached the perimeter.
Those brave and noble ice warriors.
I suppose that's the last time that we'll see that. Oh no, my accent has shifted. Now I'm stuck like this. Right, moving on to the next story.
Oh dear.
We're moving on past CHAZ. I'm going to be stuck like this until someone pays 5 jury dues. That's a racist term for dollars.
Okay. Okay.
The Tongan castaways. Look at these strapping, bulky young men, lithe and
Was this character gay as well?
Ready to, well, you know, he's well, a little. I mean, have you seen the mustache? I'm a bear. I'm a bear. I'm a bear.
No.
That's what they call us in the gay community. No, what? Like an otter or
I don't know.
perhaps a weasel? Give me some kind of furry animal, please.
I think nonce is probably that.
I've got that dog in me. Woof woof woof.
No, that's oh.
Why are they eating raw fish? Because the Tongan castaways were a bunch of dudes who. Am I gonna
Casted away.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, Clem.
Thank
Speak
you, Clem.
fish.
I'm.
You say anything?
Tonight's the night. And it's going to happen again and again. It has to happen. That's night.
What?
Miami is a great town. I love the Cuban food. Pork sandwiches. My favorite. But I'm hungry for something different now, smart. Change your eyes back to normal.
Change your eyes, bro. Oh! Oh fuck! It's attracted the attention of a lion.
What? I can't see. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Oh my god! Oh!
Stop, please!
Oh my-
Ow!
Oh my god!
Ow!
Oh Jesus! I didn't know you were a fan of Miami fish. Thank you, Clem. Yeah, why does Dexter keep coming up this episode? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. Oh god, my eyes work really well with this outfit actually.
Yeah, you look disgusting.
I kind of look more. I look more like the. I look more like the character that I did previously.
You become bug-eyed though.
Yeah. Yes, well, my mother and
you're
her
definitely
mother
less
and
gay
her mother
now.
before her. What? Listen, my
Not
mother
like the dad
and
from
her
Tarzan.
mother. My mother and her mother before her all had the same eye problem.
Traction to men!
Because they were all
Oh.
they were all the same women.
What?
3 generations, 1 woman. An incredible thing.
What a brave soul.
She really put out for Great Britain. Kept it in the family.
Okay, let's talk about
British
these
family.
Tongan castaways, dude.
Speaking of keeping it in the family, look at these live young men. I'm not going to get distracted again by their chiseled forms. Fine skull shapes. Look at those haircuts. Look at those doos. Is that what they call them in the black community? A do? I don't know if they're black. This is racism.
Yeah,
I'm doing
look kinda
racism.
maybe
It's the
Polynesian.
character, not me. Not me at all. Mansmog is the worst big game hunter ever. Has he learned nothing? Oh wait, sorry. I'm supposed to not have the accent.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever thought
thank God.
back to that. You've got a fucking gun, dude. You're strapped.
Yeah, well, I mean, we didn't mine enough sulfur.
What that doesn't mean anything to
We're
these
out.
people.
We didn't prep. I know, it's just for you, sweetie. It's just for you.
It
My
doesn't
eyes
mean
are so
anything to me,
fucked up.
really.
Can someone, by the way, can someone please donate to fix my eyes? Because this is not okay. Okay, this is what you can have,
Whoa!
and this is what you
Sorry.
get. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. All right. So anyway, let's take a look at the Tongan castaways. So this is often referred to as the real-life Lord of the Flies, right? This is when a bunch of boys did actually crash land on an island. I think they were. Was it a plane or was it a boat? I don't remember actually. Let me double check. Yes, it was a boat. So these guys were on a boat, and they were able to live there for about a year and a half before they got
That's
rescued.
awesome.
Now, obviously, Lord of the Flies, the big meme is that it descends into anarchy and everyone hates each other.
They all eat
but
each other.
basically, these guys
Become cannibals.
These guys created genuinely like a flawless cooperative society. It's crazy. They basically they explain how they were able to do it. And what's funny is the first thing they did when they realized how fucked they were was basically to just all make a pact to not argue. They literally were just like, let's just try and survive. And yeah, literally, rule 1, don't be a dick. They literally established that on day 1. They said, I think the phrase they used was like, in good order. Like, we'll just keep... We'll make a pact. We're not going to argue. We're going to keep everything in good order, given the horrible, harsh conditions. Based as fuck. They were just like, yeah, we're just going to not be cunts. We're not going to bring ego into it. We just need to survive. Now, obviously, this is a very small group of people. Literally just 6 dudes. So it's a little bit different. It's like building a whole anarchist commune. But I think it is worth looking at as an instance of, you know, total collapse of civilization and the opportunity to build like a little bit of social infrastructure.
Would this have worked if they were all women, Smug?
Yeah, I think so. I think it seems like they were able to live kind of in abundance after a few months, so it probably would have taken them longer to get to a stable level, just because women have advantages in situations like this, because women tend to burn fewer calories than men do. Like they're just smaller, they need less food, which is honestly like a big deal in survival situations like this.
Okay.
I've seen there's a lot of women winners on that show Alone, which I've watched quite a few seasons of, where people literally just have to go survive in the wilderness completely alone? With like basic... Yes. Yes, like the name of the show.
Okay, just checking.
Women would not be doing this, they'd be shopping. Yeah, true. Yeah, they would have all been shopping. They wouldn't have even wrecked the boat. A group of 3 to 5 people is easy to organize and keep from eating each other. That cannot be transferred to bigger groups. Wow, thank you for saying the thing I just said. Yes, it was just 6 people. That does make a difference. I get that. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with these people today? Like, there's no better way. All the horrors of the current modern age are necessary.
Smug, they're always like this. Calm yourself.
Just I care?
Calm yourself.
Is it just I care? Is it just that I care?
Yes, you care this time. This happens every time you care about something.
Oh no, really?
You can't even talk about it. No. This is a funny scenario. They all landed on an island. They're like, oh, they'd have fucking all eaten them each other. And they'd be like, yeah, well, only if they tasted delicious. That's what you should have said. But instead you were like, well, actually... Because you care, and that's always a mistake. You know it's a mistake. Every time we go live, what do I say? I say, you don't care about anything, do you, pal?
Tits and teeth.
Yeah, also true. Yeah, well, of course. But you've disobeyed both today. But you know,
Smug crashing out.
Beggars can't be choosers. Nothing matters. No one cares. Nothing ever happens. That's what I say to you every stream. Never go. Never kill yourself.
Boss, but look at the view count. It's working. My scheme is working. my very fake scheme to get fake angry.
That was my ploy. That was my fake crash ploy that did that. Okay.
That's true. Okay, shut the fuck up. Anyway, so their boat wrecked. They got on the island. Big fun time.
They boat wrecked.
Cool. They boat wrecked. Yes. Okay. Look, my eyes are fucked up, and so is my brain. All right. Anyway. They did, you know, they orchestrated. This happened like 70 years ago. This was like in the 60s.
My God.
They divided labor. They had like teams that were dedicated and responsible for gardening and cooking and guarding against animals and shit.
Cooking.
They famously kept a fire going for a whole year, which, like, if you've ever had to keep a fire going at a camp, is kind of a big deal. Like, it takes a lot of coordination and cooperation to always have enough wood and to protect it and to like that's hard. That's hard to do, and they kept it going for an entire fucking year. Obviously they shared all their fish. They were able to hunt. They found some bananas. They found some feral chickens. They lived off of rainwater. They found an old abandoned village, which is really cool. And
well, that's a fucking... Okay.
No.
Okay.
Well, hold on.
All right, everything's less impressive now. They found a fucking whole village?
No, not a whole village.
Well, how much of a village?
Okay, wait. Would it make you feel more comfortable if this village was located in a volcanic crater and it took a 2-day climb to get up to it? That's kind of cool. They found that they did a monument run, bro. They were literally doing monument runs.
But you're telling me they spawned next to monument. They made camp next to monument. That's what happened here.
So look, the only thing.
And you tell me all they lived in
that
abundance. Yeah, of course they did. They made camp next to
Shut
a
up.
monument.
The only thing they found in that village that was helpful to them was
Was a small
that had
fairy
escaped
that
and gone
granted
feral.
3 wishes.
Shut up,
What?
asshole.
Look at you, cares too much.
Oh, and they even
Chat.
built a guitar. They had music.
Well, yeah, you'd have to. The other
apparently
guy
not,
built
because
like
when
a
I-
fish.
When I did they remain friends after? I think they've been like lifelong buddies. They had books and did tours and media tours and stuff.
Well,
They
they've
seem-
all
they seem
fucked
pretty
each other
happy with
endlessly, so most likely.
I don't think they were fucking each other. Why
Oh,
would they be fucking
come
each other?
on. It's prison rules, bro. A year?
Prison rules.
Yeah, at least 2 of these guys fucked each other. Come on. Be real. Be serious.
Well, alright then.
What do you mean, well, alright then?
Well, alright then.
Well, it's an absolute certain guaranteed.
I don't think they fucked each other.
Why?
Okay. Did the Tongan castaways fuck?
Of course they
the
did.
Tongan...
Which 2? That's a good
Castaways.
question. Chat, I
Fuck.
need some opinions in there. From left to right, top to bottom is 1 to 6, okay?
Let's have a look.
Give me your number pairings, please. Olive, are you kidding me? Are you telling me you're spending a year? You're trapped with 6 people for a year and you're not having sex with one of them for a year?
That's crazy. So Wiz, maybe it's because Wiz is younger, but like, you can just go asexual for a couple of years in a survival situation. It's kind of not
Yeah,
a
but
big
why
deal.
would you? Because you're thinking life's over, dude.
I mean, with these boys around you, I'd be tempted as well.
Yeah, look at these guys, strapping lads, lifting logs.
You
Do
can
you know
actually
what?
base
You know,
it on
okay,
thinking-
here's my cynicism, right? Fucking's probably the wrong
Yeah.
word. They fell in love. They won each
Yeah.
other over with friendship,
You can even
companionship, hope, and heart. That's what happened here.
Basic
Sure, I've
hierarchy
been
of
crude.
needs,
You're
but
right.
isn't that what you're
I've been
talking
crude. I've been crude. They fell in love with each other.
There you go. Okay. All right.
Does that satisfy you?
No, I'm not satisfied. I'm quite unhappy.
I think they were all pitching and one was receiving. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? Why they just picked one guy to be the guy?
Well,
Why did you have
yeah.
to make it crude? I think
Well, it's
they
not
were just
crude.
joking it. I think
It's not crude.
You're crude. They were joking it. They were
Only
just
one of them
joking
would
off in the
would be
woods.
gay. Okay, what's the stats for being gay in real life? Is it 1 in 6?
Yeah, but the gay guy would not convince them all to fuck. Like,
No,
that's
they
not a
don't
thing.
want to fuck the gay guy.
Yeah, were the hobbits all fucking? Come on.
Are you serious?
Wait, really? What, the twins?
No, Sam and Frodo. It said they're gay the whole time.
No,
But
it's
that's
just-
the
it's
big
just
fucking
boy,
meme. Is like Sam and Frodo are gay.
It's boy love. No, it's like that old boy love. It's like the thing we have.
Ooh, generally interesting. 2 of them pairing off would disrupt the structure. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, really bad example. Smoke.
Yeah, Olive, it's almost like I made the joke because I knew the meme. Fuck you. Sam and Frodo, really?
Those two macho men. The one on the lowest
on
social
the
ladder would have been designated taker.
You guys,
No, I
I'm
don't
actually,
think so.
I,
I don't think
I'm
so.
genuinely upset at you guys. Wiz is right, I do care too much. I'm really upset that you are besmirching this like genuinely impressive survival story with who fucked.
Why would it be besmirching for them to be gay?
Because you're like, I don't know, you're just like kind of you're
What's wrong
belittling. I
with
don't
being
think
gay,
you have
dude?
to fuck. Because that's way less impressive than the actual survival
Why?
situation. They were able to. They were lost, but they found themselves. Okay, Bill.
Yeah, exactly, dude. They're
back
in
around.
love.
That's it. Fine, Bill W. Fine, Bill got me back. Bill wrote me back in.
Hassan
now it's a
Abi!
tender story for the ages.
Yo, Hassan! Speak.
With how about you stop being so ignorant? You're not a fan of Smugback, but if he wants to move away from his family to London so he can focus more on polyamory and drugs, that's entirely his right to do so. He never asked to be unemployed.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. Also, here's a lion.
What? No,
Whoa!
no, 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 no!
Whoa, whoa!
Stop!
Oh
Stop!
shit, dude!
Stop!
Whoa.
Stop! Ow! Ah!
Whoa! Why you not fight back, dude? Why you not fight back? Oh! Oh! Whoa! Thanks, Hassan. Thanks, Hassan.
Thank you, Daddy.
He's always looking out for us, dude.
I think you mean he always be
I don't mean
a
that.
lion.
Oh.
Get it? Yeah. Got it.
There's a chance they found some bangable animals. Well, I don't know about that.
Oh yeah.
Maybe fucking the fish. Maybe you'd fuck the fish. But I think they'd fall in love. I genuinely think love would blossom on the battlefield. You know what I mean?
Wiz, let me do my bit.
Okay.
What a Weasley little lion, dude. What a
Okay,
lion,
maybe I would just
dude.
stalked you if I knew that was the bit.
What a Weasley little lion, dude. Yeah?
No.
What do we think, chat? Do we like that one? I can do it again.
No, it's alright.
No?
It's alright.
Oh wait, I have to go back to my accent.
Yeah,
Alright,
no,
turn
I've
the
had
page.
enough.
We're doing the next page. I'm
Well,
stuck back in my
okay,
accent.
what was up with their anarchism?
Nick Dickinson.
Lock it in. Give us the conclusion here.
I don't know, but people work together sometimes. Next page.
What do you mean? You put this as an example of you hyped this whole stream up saying like, wow, they were the best fucking guys to ever do it.
No, I didn't say that
And
at
now
all.
I said they're
these
gay,
are
you're
all the
like, they're
times-
not good anarchists anymore.
These are all the time. Listen, yeah, I made myself very clear. These are all the
You got
times that
upset when I
anarchism
said the
has been
anarchists
tried
were gay.
and failed.
Yeah,
This is all
let's
the
be
times
honest.
that
Let's be
anarchism has
honest.
been
They're more likely to be gay than not, right? If they're anarchists.
Well, I mean, you know, sometimes you look at a man's body and you just look back in my day. It wasn't anything gay or homosexual about it. It was just two men celebrating each other's strength.
Love. Go.
Strength.
Oh.
Oh, my eyebrows have gotten bushier.
Oh, are you blushing? Oh,
Maybe a
Professor.
little. What are you doing later?
Oh, Professor. Ew. Why is this so thick?
Yeah, right.
Ew.
no, we're not having the audio clip. What are you doing later? Ooh, why is it so thick? No, no. Wiz, crash the stream. Crash the stream. Lose the
No,
footage
you're
immediately.
alright, dude.
I need your computer to
I
overheat
think
right
that's
now. Someone's
checkmate,
gonna clip
dude.
that.
It's gay. I'm so sorry.
gonna
This
clip
is
that.
gay.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna kill myself.
And not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, this is very wrong. It's
Not
very
that
wrong.
there's
In the eyes
anything
of
wrong
God,
with that. Look at how they're eating the fish. They're taking pics of each other and stuff. You kidding me? Shirtless pics of each other. Come on.
So the reason is because they got sent back to the island for a documentary, and then they took
Oh, they're
pictures
fake
of them
pics?
reenacting a bunch of shit. Well, these are fake pics. It was a reenactment. They were sent back to
Oh.
like take pictures.
Oh, that's no
They
good.
literally took them back. Yeah. Well. Anyway.
That's fucking horrible.
Alright, anyway,
horrible thing to
sometimes
do to
people
them.
work together. Sometimes people work together as long as there's no white people. The problem with Lord of the Flies was that they were white. Next page of my scrapbook diary, please.
Oh, that's a good point. And they didn't know how to play guitar.
And they didn't know how to play
Oh,
guitar.
I know fuck all about
Rajava.
this. I was trying to find. I was looking at these pictures
like-
like, why they got a fucking garden in the middle of their meeting room.
I read a whole book on them. And I still don't know everything because there's a lot going on here. But yeah, I love Rajaba. This is like my pet. This is like my pet thing. This is
Oh, what have they done?
My big. Okay, so Rajava. I'll be honest. Oh god, I'm still supposed to do the accent, aren't I? I'm gonna hurt my throat. Excuse me. The Rajabans are an interesting people. No, I have to do it respectfully because I respect them too much. So, in the middle. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
sorry,
no,
you're right,
what do we
you're
say
right.
about caring? How many times are you gonna make this mistake?
Okay. You're right, okay. The Rajavans, a fine and spirited people. We've previously seen the Rajavans in such interesting cases as the airstrike episode, where America helped to bomb the shit out of ISIS while the Rajavans were doing the real work on the ground. They're a fine and spirited force of fighters. And they also have some, they do have some very strange and evil beliefs, though. So prepare yourself for some horrors that are about to come. The worst thing about their culture is that they believe in something called co-leadership. This means that every position held by a man is co-held by a woman.
Why are
At
these
the
pictures
same
of men
time.
then?
That's true. Probably for patriarchy reasons from the media. I don't know what to tell you. But women favor very, very prominent in the big BG YPG. Yes, whatever that means.
What?
Absolutely. They think women are people. It's a terrible mistake that has been made by many historical civilizations, and we'll see it made again and again, time and time again. You even have a book chin mustache for this. Oh, this is a book chin mustache. You're right. I just realized this is actually a very good. This is a very good book.
The ladies are gonna like that. They'll
no
ask to
beard.
sit on it, dude.
That's true, yeah. Rajava is a designated terrorist group by Turkey? Yes, and Turkey are dicks. They did some genocides, don't you know? Yeah, like, I'm not really surprised they designated
Well, to be
a
honest,
terrorist
if
group by
anyone would
Turkey.
know, it'd be Turkey.
Turkey keeps bombing them. That's true, yeah. Did they do it like Roman consuls? No, I think it is a... Okay. So basically, these guys are a very, very base Democratic Confederacy. I'll give you the gist. Syrian civil war, everything collapses, and then the Kurdish ethnic minority basically start up a bunch of communities in the north of Syria, and they form the autonomous administration of Syria. Or autonomous administration of North Syria, or something like that. Otherwise known as Rojava. Now, they took control of the region as Assad's forces basically retreated, cowards, and they were literally inspired by, they say, literally, libertarian socialist ideas. Mainly from Öcalan, who is like a writer who basically translated into sort of more the modern age, a lot of like, I think it was Bookchin's philosophy. I might be getting some of this wrong, who cares? Anyway, their charter is based as fuck. It's all about direct democracy. They keep gender equality in like high regard. It's kind of the main thing, right? Like the female fighters are it's kind of one of the best female fighting forces in the world. They're kind of sick as fuck. They're really, really, really effective. Like they're so good militarily. I think a big reason for it is partly because
girls get it done.
Like I think that. Honestly, like, I
in Rojava, do girls be getting it done? That's the question we should be asking.
That is true. They do be getting it done. But genuinely, there is something interesting to me about this, because I am so black-pilled on feminism that I think it's probably going to be the last, like, gender is the last structure that will ever be dismantled. Because it's based in, like, biological differences that are very, very hard to overcome. But I think Rojava has kind of found one of the only things I've seen that seems to help solve it, and this co-leadership system seems like a pretty good strategy. Like, every position is held by both a man and woman. Now, I'm sure there are complications, but generally speaking, it seems like it sort of reduces the, like, egoic fight.
How about sports?
Based on the writing I've read. Huh?
What about sports?
What about sports?
Is it men and women?
Brother, they are fighting for their lives against like 3 different fascist regimes. They not be playing that much football. What are you fucking talking about?
Oh, so it's not a really good comparison point, is it then? You know, there's no relatable vibes.
It is. They've got the communities they've set up are fucking based as hell.
Really, tell me they don't play footy and shit? They don't play the b-ball?
Are you guys going to complain about gender binaries? Shut the fuck up, idiots. Women and men exist there, okay? And so one of each is good enough. Women have the freedom to choose between serving the co-ed, the YPG, or the women's. Yeah, so they have women only divisions and they have co-ed divisions, which is based. Very cool.
On what? Oh.
Shut up. Anyway, the entire point. I'm not going to be okay with you being shitty with Rojava, okay? I care about them a lot. I'm just going to admit it, right?
Do you learn nothing from any of your words?
I don't get to update the show midway through the show.
Fancy, man?
I'm
You're
committed. I'm committed to this show already, unfortunately. I'm locked in. Which means that I'm stuck caring about what we're talking about today.
Oh, okay.
This is a great stream. So shut up! Can
Where's
MTF pick along with
Rojava?
this person, though? I don't care. Makuba, trans people don't exist anymore,
Can
okay? Alright?
MTF be picked along with a cis person, though?
Yeah.
Don't buy people
It's
just
all
complete
under
out of the
gay
picture?
now. It's just all
That's a
under
good
the category
point. That's a
gay.
good point, Makuba. Where are they on the football team?
Yes, they are.
In Rojava.
So, actually, I mean, the Rojavans are fine with gender non-binary shit. Who fucking cares?
In football, or?
Stop with the football! Jesus
What?
Christ.
I'm just saying, that it's important to some people.
Anyway.
Yep.
Moving on.
Me too.
hold on.
Who's
Wait,
this
no,
dead
the dog's
guy?
upset. I should. Sorry, the dog's upset.
The dog's upset. Yeah,
second.
I'd be
Upset
upset
dog.
too if I was a trans dog talking about Rojava.
Alright, hold on.
Whoa, where's he gone? Guys, that's a good time to like the stream. Now that we've got some downtime here. Like the stream, high five your friends, tickle your thumb, pat your head in opposite directions, and like the stream. Guys, we're demonetized. We got demonetized by YouTube for being too cool, for doing jokes and stuff like that. If you want to support us, consider joining the Patreon. You can put Axel tier, see these little guys sat around the campfire. If you want to be on our show today, join Axel Little tier on the Patreon. Oscar the sheep in chat will draw you, and you get to be on the show. You get to have a little yapper, yap, just like me. You get to be my brother. You get to be related to me. And you can sit at the campfire with the rest of us. Isn't that nice? Did you all see Zelensky chatting up this morning with those losers in DC? Actually, no, I didn't. But that sounds interesting. Guys, if you want to join, if you want to a little place in the show, if you want to support the show, remember to donate. Also, when you donate, a lion attacks Smugbug, possibly killing him, you know? And Smug is currently being attacked by a dog in real life. Oh, hello.
Alright. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, what a fucking idiot. Alright. Anyway, moving on.
What's wrong with the dog, huh? What's the dog doing?
It's fine. Anyway, look, they have the best LGBT rights in the region.
In the world?
Their manifesto is explicitly in favor of like ethnic minorities and sexual minorities and gender equality. So like they're woke. Don't worry, gang. Don't worry. They're woke as hell. They're woke as hell, dude. Don't stress. Don't you fret.
Are they like real woke or fake woke or?
No, they're real woke. They're real woke. I mean, like, they literally are doing... Stop! Right, I need to lock in. You're being a real fucking bitch. Okay.
What's the matter?
Okay.
What's wrong there, pal?
Anyway, so here's what's cool. Other than the gender equality stuff, which is obviously based, they are pioneering eco-anarchism and cooperative economies in a lot of respects as well.
Oh, I knew
what's
they'd be
really awesome.
like them.
Yeah, I know. Now, what's really cool is that they're able to manufacture a bunch of their own shit. Like, they basically operate in a black market because they've been pushed out of the mainstream markets because they are obviously not recognized as a real state in a bunch of instances. Turkey obviously wants to keep them off of the world stage. But they produce, process, and sell their own fucking oil, and they sell it on the black market to,
Wait a second.
I think, to Saudi Arabia.
I feel like that's not very based in anarchist build.
Look, if you are literally trying to like create and build the infrastructure to survive being constantly bombed by Turkey and attacked by ISIS, then selling oil is perfectly valid. I see no problem with that, like at all. I don't have any issue with that. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they also reject like nation statehood, which is based as hell. Again, like they are primarily focused on trying to build sovereignty in communities in an egalitarian way, and they literally said that their system is, quote, the opposite of the capitalist nation state, which is pretty fucking cool. So they are just straight up like explicit anarchists. Now, what has been really successful about them is that they've governed millions of people very successfully.
Ooh.
They were able to defeat ISIS. Claim to fame for the anarchists. They killed ISIS. They ended them. Like the Americans say that they did it. Like the ISIS died because of Rojava. Rojavans were the ones.
Bloody ISIS. Nobody likes them.
Because they're incredible fighters. They work really well and closely with the communities. It is kind of the only counter to the style of insurgent warfare that not the only counter, but a very successful counter.
Right? I don't know about you, Smug. What I'm hearing right now is girls get it done.
It's gonna make me. Girls do get it done, yes.
That's fucking girls get it done in chat, please. Chat, I want to see some girls. Get some girls get it done, please, in chat, please.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
who gets it done?
What's crazy?
Girls. That's what I want to do with chat.
They still exist within capitalist constitution. Yeah. Now, what's cool about the Rojavans as well is that they're anarchists in the sense that, and I think this is a genuinely important part.
Girls get it done.
Is that?
Stop being a slut, Olive. That's not a girl, Salty Squid. You gotta put girls in there.
The cool thing... Listen! Shut the fuck up, okay? Respect Rojava. The reason the Rojavans are cool also is because they are respected as a military power. They've cooperated with both Russia and America to achieve various goals of, like, improving stability in the region. And even the right-wing media in America basically supports the Kurds. They're basically kind of chill with them up until MAGA when they just destroyed all foreign policy. They don't really talk about them as anarchists. They're just like, yeah, the Kurds are cool, they help us. But, like, the Kurds aren't yapping about their anarchist principles every time they coordinate with the American military. They are willing to work with the military-industrial complex in order to achieve their local aims. They are extremely pragmatic, and this is why I like the Rojavans so much. They genuinely are actually improving lives for millions of people in the region. Shut up. Without being a slave to ideology, but they never abandoned any of their principles, and the actual organization of their structural community is non-hierarchical, and it still is today. They've done a great job. So yeah, very cool, very basic, very democratic, very egalitarian, very feminist. Basically, the best thing that anarchists have done. Now, the big argument, despite the fact that they are, their anarchist credentials are pretty solid, is that there are some okay, they've been working a lot more closely with the Social Democrats recently because, again, in terms of anarchist pragmatism, they are more interested in getting representation at the top of the hierarchy than like maintaining a they made headway into the democratization of the I'm so Olive Bookchin broke with the anarchists. I don't know what that means, but what? I don't know what that means.
He cares about this one, Olive. You can't do this to him.
Olive can call in if she wants.
If I can't say girls get it done, you can't say Smugbug, you're wrong.
So they sold out. Mog, I hate you. I hate you as a person. Rajava a Marxist, that's what it means. No, it doesn't mean Democratic Confederate. Whatever. Olive, call in if you want to explain this. No one fucking cares about the distinction.
He's gonna lose it, Olive. Don't give in to him. Don't listen to this bastard.
Call in! Call in, coward!
Are you crunching?
Confederalism is Marxism, whatever. Okalan was literally who cares? Okay.
What are you eating?
Whatever the word for anarchism you're using is, I don't care. I don't care what it means to you. I don't care. We are talking
There's a Batman villain called Anarchy.
We're talking about the anti-authoritarian grouping of the left wing, right? So if you want to call it libertarian Marxism or libertarian socialism, you can. I'm still going to refer that to anarchism. The distinction is not important to me. Anarchism is the grouping of anti-authoritarian left-wing people, rather than the pro-authoritarians. In particular, non-Kurds, they're pretty open to that, but as far as I know, it's only a minority. Smug's equality for women didn't last very long. I offered to give her a speaking co-leadership role on this podcast, and she refused because women can't get it done. Girls can't get it done.
Girls do get it done, dude.
But women can't? That's pretty pedophilic, bro.
What? Guys, there's 42 viewers and 21 likes on the stream. Like that motherfucking stream.
My sound is doing the thing.
Ah!
Okay.
Hi, Olive.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm
hey,
having
Olive. Hey, Olive.
Olive, are you going to explain to me Oh, she left.
No. This is so sad.
You can't run away that easily. No!
What?
I'm dragging her back in. I've got her on the lasso. Now she's left again. Okay, she's a cow.
Oh, this is sad. This makes me sad.
Olive scared the shit out of me. You thought your mother was standing right behind you asking what you're watching?
Is all coming or no?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the communalism that formed the basis for democratic confederalism was explicitly a break from anarchism, but I'd still call it anarchic. Also, at low-key is just contemporary council communism. I don't care. I don't care about the distinction. I truly, truly, truly do not care. I'm going to call it anarchism. We do not need another term for it. We do not need yet another term for it. We just do not. My god. It's not that important. It's not that deep. We can chill. Relax. It's fine. Oh, hi, Olive. I was just saying, we don't need another fucking term for it. I'm gonna keep calling it anarchism. I don't care. Who cares?
Not anarchism. There was really like
oh
there
my
was
god.
a serious break.
Hey, Olive.
It's not anarchism though.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. They use the word, so why can't I use the word? Why the Rajabans?
When did they use the word?
The
Akalan thinks that anarchism is too formless. And Bookchin had a major break. He said that anarchism always will collapse into lifestyleism and constantly fretting over hierarchy. So the democratic institutions need to be structured. I mean, I know that you're the kind of like anarchist who has already sort of integrated this critique and you still call yourself an anarchist, but this was the rupture from anarchism that was really critical. It's not anarchism, it's democratic confederalism. It's municipalism.
I'm happy for them to call it that as like a flavor of anarchism. But let's be honest, like a break from anarchism itself. It's a break from anarchism in the sense that like a certain form of communism is a break from Marxism. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't stay away from me.
No, it wouldn't. That would not be a break from. No. There's not a form of communism that would be a break from Marxism.
What's the break? What's the break? What's the fundamental difference?
Well, there was like, I can't remember where this debate was, but there was these debates in the 80s, and Bookchin did end up just like saying, I'm abandoning anarchism, because the general consensus at the time was that anarchism was heading down a very different direction. And mind you too, like you have proto Silicon Valley starting. So
Olive,
I think it. Oh, what's Mina saying?
be careful.
I'm not reading chat.
You gotta,
It's not Mina.
you gotta be careful. Oh my god!
Oh god!
Oh
No,
my
no, no,
god!
no, no, no,
Oh my god!
Blood!
Oh my god! Oh my god, dude!
Blood!
Oh Jesus!
Oh my god!
I like how
Wiz!
I'm just perfectly
Wiz!
still. You guys didn't
your
get
head's
anything.
gone.
He took my hat.
Oh wait,
Wiz, he
there's a
took my
delay.
hat.
My head's gone.
No, your head's
took my
still there.
hat.
He took half of Smug's head.
Your head's fine. Hold on, let me.
He took a perfect
There we go.
bite at a.
As long as
There we
they
go.
didn't take the Bookshin mustache.
I found it on the ground, so I glued it back on. There we go. Yeah. So anyway. Look, I don't. But this is the thing. I don't. Look, I get. Okay. Actually, let me. I know how to solve this. The problem is that I don't care about the history of anarchism. I care about the ideological framework, and I appreciate that it has now arrived at a frame that I can tolerate and understand and respect and endorse. I don't need to know what, like, the precise break with which community that developed this thing. The thing is useful, I'm using it. I don't need to know what year in the 20th century the break happened or specifically why. I just need to know, like, this is the ideology I respect. And I'm going to keep calling it anarchism. I mean, I don't even call it anarchism that often, but I'm going to keep calling it anarchism because it's convenient.
No, it's convenient, and I think you're kind of like nostalgic for kind of anarchism of like the 90s before this break really mattered. But no, there's a reason why it is significant, which is specifically because the Kurdistan Workers' Party, the PKK, Öcalan's break. He never considered seriously anarchism, but he was able to find Bookshin's work specifically and begin communicating with him and developing the same framework from his own theories. I mean, he was a very well-educated man. He didn't steal it from Bookshin, but he was the break for the Workers' Party was away from Marxism-Leninism. And so Bookshin kind of concurrently is taking these anarchist traditions, but then he has a fundamental break from anarchism when he realizes there's this commitment to structurelessness, which is a kind of tyranny. And if you're the kind of anarchist who can say, yeah, like total structureness leads to the tyranny of structurelessness, right? It causes its own chaos. Yeah, like, but you're already like this post-democratic confederalism kind of anarchist. It's already a reclamation project of anarchism, but a rupture has occurred fundamentally, and I think most people don't take account for this history.
Okay, Olive.
Okay.
This
matters. This is like a special. This is like an old special interest in my
Olive. Oh no, Wiz has added another person who cares to the podcast.
Yeah, I know, this is a disaster. You gotta remember, in this scenario, Olive is my god, so I think I have to side with him.
Okay, that's fine. So Olive,
I can get used to that. Yes.
Everything you're saying is correct, but unfortunately, none of it matters. It only matters to historians of anarchism. It doesn't actually matter.
That's what this is supposed to be. That's what this is supposed to be.
Oh no, I misunderstood the assignment.
No, you can't come to me and act speak real cool. You were just like this a second ago. Go back over there. Go back over there.
But okay, fine.
No safe space here.
I'm surrounded by these horrible, vicious creatures. Which one do I shoot first? Maybe I can just line them up in a circle and then.
I don't know if you realize it too, but like, I mean, in anarchist spaces, when people detect I'm a Bookshinite, like, I get ignored, I get dismissed. Like, we're still very much a minority, or if
you're
people
an
even tell
oppressed
you,
minority within the structuralist community. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm putting this. Oscar, begin drawing this shotgun oriented into my mouth, please. I'm begging you. Can you start drawing?
You don't have a mouth, dude.
I need that done.
Take Bookshinite seriously because they can't always dismiss us of saying, "Well, there's a rupture. You're not a real anarchist." And with that, I sort of have to agree. You know what I mean? It's not a present anarchism. I think municipalism and anarchism should go its own way, distinct from Marxism, Leninism, and anarchism, both which have totally infected the populist movements, by the way.
The problem is these are different. Okay, the problem is that these are, as a lot of the left is, these are just different methodologies for arriving at a similar style of end state in a similar direction to a lot of the left, right? And I appreciate that the big paranoia of the left is we need to do all the power accumulation things correctly, lest the power execution phase actually execute 7 million people. Like, I get that. I get that that's a big fear, and that's one of the reasons that anarchism even exists as a concept.
Big fear.
But, yes, but I do think that, and I also identify a lot more firmly with Rojava and Öcalan and this more pragmatic form where they are willing to do things like, you know, work with the military-industrial complex or cede some power to the Syrian government like they've done in order to broadly improve the lives of an entire nation-state, even if that goes against their principles of having a nation-state. You know, they are looking for representation in democratic government. They are helping the Social Democrats. These are all things that, like, through line, like, you know... Yeah, anarchist people would not do
with accepting arms. With accepting arms, they did not have a choice. I mean, that's not even. I've seen the anarchists try to debate that. It was not an option for them to deny those arms. And I think it was like, yeah, there's a pragmatic thing, but I also at
they
the same
sell
time,
oil. I
just
mean,
logistically,
I like that.
Logistically, they could not have survived without those arms, and that's also why a lot of people will dismiss Rojava as some sort of like CIA operative shit. You know, they will see Bookshinites as like spreading state propaganda, like the Marxist Leninists at least.
Yeah. Look, I get that. I think that, importantly, a lot of the way that the actual world interacts with Rojava doesn't really identify them as anarchists. Here, okay, actually, you know what? We can compromise. I actually like the fact that a lot of, like, the mainstream media doesn't really consider Rojava any kind of an anarchist anything. They kind of just treat them like some brown people who are good with guns, and they don't really think about it much further than that. Like, the Kurds, you know what I mean? Like, that's basically... Well, because I think that the fact that their radical political persuasion is sort of masked in the popular narrative,
masked
kind
or
of
not
helps
doing
them.
it?
What?
Is it masked,
What the fuck are
or
you
does
talking
people
about?
have no clue?
Yeah, people have no clue, right? Like, they don't think.
Well, then
of
it's
it
not
as
really
an anarchist
masked,
group.
is it? It's just not there.
I don't know what distinction you think you're making right now, but it doesn't matter.
Well, maybe people don't know that they're anarchists.
Masking obscurity. Oh my god! Whatever.
Well, what's the point of using that
is
as an education tool? Doesn't really sing the benefits of anarchism.
Do you also like it when Wiz tries to like play on our level? Do you notice when that starts happening?
I like when he tries to rage bait you. Yeah, that's my favorite.
It's very annoying. It's very annoying. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all.
Weakness. I smell the blood in the water.
These
Notice
native,
that I always step back when I'm like, oh, Wiz is about to rage about.
I'm going a little Roosevelt. Now that I've got the gun out, I suddenly
Yeah,
feel
you're like
20%
saying,
more
oh, they're doing
American.
crypto anarchism, but nobody's realized. Therefore, what's the point?
The point, oh my god, the point is that they are not identified as such, but it's very
You
valuable.
think people are going to find out that at one point they're going to be like, by the way,
Shut
guys,
up.
we're anarchists? They're like,
Shut
oh!
up! Shut your little mouth, frog, and listen to me, okay? Before I put a slug between your eyes.
Yeah, there's already
Not
a
like
slug
that.
between
Not in
my
a sex
eyes.
way. Not a yeah. Hey, wait a minute. That's hurtful. You know, you could fit a whole barn between your eyes, googly motherfucker. Yeah.
Well,
I'm
really,
fixed.
you were throwing
You still
stones in
need the
glass
LASIK.
houses. We're all fucking spaced out
No,
here.
I'm not. Look at me, I'm locked in. I'm locked the fuck in. I got the predator eyes up, alright? I'm making direct eye
Olive's the
contact
only one
with
that's
everyone.
locked in. Look at her eyes.
I can see the abyss of
terrifying.
1,000 failed.
Terrifying.
I can see the abyss of 1,000 failed civilizations deep in her retinas.
So Smug, you're not going to give me any ground, even though you've acknowledged I'm completely correct in the history.
When I just don't think it matters. I'm not going to stop saying anarchist. I just want to
He
steal it
can't
from
live
the
by the
retards. Why can't
principles
I
of
do that?
Rojava, dude.
I'm claiming it. I'm claiming it. I don't care. It's mine now. Okay, I don't care. Like saying you're an anarchist, I think. Do you know how I would
If you
describe it?
truly
It's just a
believe in Rojava,
pragmatic.
you will say all of it is equally as correct.
The signifier anarchism doesn't matter. Yeah, Angry Jesus got it. They signified that ideas are important. The alt-right not being recognized as just fascism was very useful for fascism. Sure. I think that it's valuable to have anarchism materialize in a bunch of different ways without being labeled anarchism anyway. So we're kind of having a pointless argument because I would agree that it basically doesn't... I don't want things to be labeled anarchist. I think that actually usually ends up harming the project.
Well, that's why I'm here.
So,
Don't label
yeah.
the anarchist.
Yes, but...
Democratic and Federalist. I mean, I would concede CHAZ is anarchist, and that was exactly why it ended up collapsing
that's why it's
into
retarded,
sort of
yeah.
tyranny of structurelessness. Yes,
I thought
exactly.
it was the
And I mean, I think there's a
AK-47s they
place.
handed out.
I thought it was the warlord. That sounded structured to me.
That was exactly. I mean, from a kind of like, I actually haven't studied like. It's funny hearing it back, but being nearby and kind of seeing it play out through like the Whisper networks, whatever. It is funny that the anarchists, and this is my critique of them, is that their insistence on not developing hierarchies often leads towards these like really abusive. Well, Raz wasn't actually the abusive one. There were like other people behind the scenes, but like there were like abusive, people, leaders and stuff who didn't really.
Raz wasn't. I heard.
No, he was like popular. He was just a well-known rapper.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a political operative. Let's be real. Populist.
No,
I think he was just like a rapper, and he was like it was difficult to like identify who was in charge, and obviously the grifter reporters.
Yeah, they saw Parappa the rapper up there, and they were like, that has to be the guy, dude.
Yeah, they identified him, but the same thing was happening with the BLM movements really all across the country, is that when, they continued for a really long time and the state presence was increasing, it obviously ended up increasing towards the point of getting the state National Guards deployed at the state level. But, they got really militarized, and it was actually really scary. Like, I don't want to sound like a pussy, but yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't want to go to protests where people are armed. But I guess it sort of warranted that sort of response. But again, that's what I mean, though, is I think there's this value in the spontaneity and the lack of structure at the initial onset of these spontaneous uprisings that is really creative and useful, but it's a commitment to a lack of structurelessness, which is why I also break from anarchism and why it's not useful to have a project label as anarchist. And that's why I think making a distinction, particularly from Rojava, is that no, this is actually very like democratically developed institutions. Same thing with like and this is more controversial, but calling the Zapatista movement, Chiapas.
I loved Batista.
But there, Zapatista or Batista? No, but
he was great.
Zapatistas
Guardians
are
Galaxy,
also,
dude.
They refuse to be called anarchists as well. But people label them as such, and I think that's also wrong. I think they've developed their own kind of democratic confederalism.
I think the value of anarchism as a label is merely to say, I'm a leftist, but not that kind of leftist. That's it. That's the entire value. And it's good enough for every discussion that we're having online.
I thought it was like to signal that you read comic books.
Shut up. But well, in your case, yes. But yeah, like I think that it's basically just I'm a leftist, but I'm not that kind of leftist. That's the value of anarchism in modern discourse. In the specifics,
but you can throw away.
Sure.
I think you can throw away most at this point. You can throw away most anarchist history because it's crap. And I agree.
I hate. Yeah. I'm
throw away
not
most
impressed
history,
by
honestly.
I mean, yeah, a lot of bad stuff happened there, Like, the Holocaust was terrible. We should just forget that ever happened. Like, let's just pretend that never happened, actually.
Yeah, I'm done.
That would make me a lot happier. Easy.
Jesus, you're right.
Mind wiped. I feel a lot better now, guys. Now that I know the Holocaust never happened, I feel much better.
Well, look, I'm really glad
especially because apparently they took the concentration camp idea from us. Now I don't feel any responsibility.
A what?
Okay.
Did you not? Oh, they learned the concentration camp thing from us in Africa. We invented that, Oh no!
Bye, magical fairy. She was my god.
Damn it,
Did you know that?
I almost killed your god, but she disappeared when my back was turned, like my wife.
Oh, you wouldn't have killed her, dude. Bye.
I'm pretty sure a couple of slugs to the face would have done it.
Slugs?
Every time I say that, it sounds gross. I'm gonna stop saying
Yeah,
that.
I don't really know what you mean by that.
It's like a kind of whatever. I've been playing so much Rust. Moving on.
Let's get.
My dog's getting very upset. We need to move through these at a way faster clip than we are right now if we want to finish them by the end of the show. We're already like 2.5 hours deep.
Hey, I spent tons of ages putting 4 images up for every title you gave me, dude.
How have we been talking
You're right,
for 2
we've got to
hours
get through.
about 3 slides? This is not good. Moving on to the next page. Let's go. Yeah.
Yo,
lightning round.
Alright, fiddle-widdy, pirate's life for me. I've been reading One Piece, dude.
Yes.
I've been reading One Piece.
Yeah,
Chat, I started reading One Piece. I bought One Piece Lego sets. That's why this is here.
Okay.
I'm
gonna let you lead this one.
Yeah, pirates, they were kind of anarchists, weren't they? But they also kind of weren't they? Some of them were living anarchists, some of them worked, some worked for government. In One Piece, they're kind of like hero pirates. They don't kill anyone. You know, they just like kind of explore and rob from the rich and keep to themselves. You get evil pirates, you know, you get warlord pirates in One Piece, and they pay the government an amount of money, and it means they get like prestige and they get away with it. There's also the Marines in One Piece. And also there's these things called devil fruits, and it allows one of the characters to stretch his arms very long. And that's what I think anarchism is about. Why did you add in the magical element?
Okay, I see. What, the expansion of potential?
No, that's just the plot of One Piece.
I hate you, dude. What? It's just I threw.
I was literally just telling you the plot of One Piece.
You just said. All right. So the reason pirates are an interesting phenomenon is, I know, by the way, a lot of this is just me repeating stuff that I read in Graeber because I like Graeber. Pirates were kind of one of the first, like,
as well.
Vaguely egalitarian contractual systems based on like democratic principles. Like, people were entitled to it was literally kind of a worker cooperative. People were entitled to a share, right? Like, they basically all had like percentage stake in the business. Yep. The captain was not actually generally an authoritarian dictator, but someone who was voted in, and
it was a role. It wasn't. It was like elected, a title.
Yeah.
You know, a captain couldn't be a captain if they didn't know how to fucking captain a ship. It was very merit-based as well.
Yeah. I mean, the quartermaster had, the logistics guy actually had as much, if not more, power than the captain on many ships. But most interestingly, the whole concept of mutiny is kind of misrepresented in media. Like, actually, it was basically removing officers by vote. Like, it was a like a democratic process. Now, sometimes they would hate the captain so much that after a mutiny, they'd be like, "We're ditching you on the nearest island because you suck ass, man." which is kind of
even the concept of a mutiny is very un-pirate. Like, if we go by the sort of traditional understanding, why would they all get together and agree to make the pirate captain stand down? If they were like actually pirates, wouldn't they just stab the guy?
I guess you're right. Yeah.
You know,
everyone who was out. I'm sorry, I'm eating.
Don't get crumbs in your mustache.
So yeah. So the Nassau Pirate Republic was kind of a bit of a, it was kind of viewed as like a bit of a pirate utopia. This was, for all intents and purposes, an autonomous zone before the term ever really referred to anything. Like, this is kind of a proto-autonomous zone. They were self-governing. They were micro-societies. Ooh. They were democratically run. Ooh. They were beyond the reach of colonial powers. Ooh. And they were mainly made up of, like, runaway slaves, like criminals who had crossed the king and fucked off, and people who were dispossessed of all of their shit. People who'd lost everything would go and try and make a name for themselves, joining these cooperatives.
Yep. It
was obviously a very dangerous, still a very dangerous time. You had privateers constantly attacking pirate ships. You also had pirate ships just being contracted by the government. So it was all very wibbly wobbly fluid, and I think a lot of the Graeber writes about it in an interesting way. Like, the language to describe what pirates were doing kind of didn't exist yet in the modern frame, or the contemporary frame that pirates existed within.
Well, no, yeah, they did have a word for it. It was called sailing. I don't know if you're aware of this.
What idiot. But the point is that they didn't. God, I'm so done.
Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad?
I'm working so hard. This is genuinely meant to be a productive and useful stream, and Wiz is just being a little.
No, it wasn't. It was supposed to be the Rhino stream because you're too bored and wanted to play Rust.
Yeah, but
don't fucking lie to me, bitch.
Okay, I did say, I literally said before the stream, can we figure out a way to develop phone-in streams so that I don't have to work that hard today and play more Rust? But unfortunately, all it's done has made me lock in even harder.
Yeah, I know. I just
barely...
did it in a way that would trigger you. That's I know how to make you work.
I'm still in queue. Olive, pay the £3 to get through the fucking VIP.
I'm so in queue.
Also, Olive, can you check on Jenny and see what her progress has been? I need to make sure that the base is up and running. Sorry, I'm panicking. All right. Now, interestingly, because piracy was kind of a big deal at the time.
Go to the Internet Archive to play Disco Elysium.
Yeah, or share books in Pisco's Discord.
No, that's rapists.
Oh, sorry, you're right. I did nearly get banned for rape for posting a pirated copy of Abundance in Pisco's Discord. That's funny.
You think there'd be abundance of those?
Yeah, literally, it's a book called Abundance. I thought they wouldn't be mad if I was like giving like the whole philosophy of the book is to produce more and like reduce scarcity. But apparently, I'm a rapist for not getting the consent of the author before sharing the book. Very unfortunate. Anyway, I think that what is interesting is that although they didn't have the terminology for a lot of the stuff that pirates were doing at the time, a lot of the ideas of democracy, there's some evidence to suggest that some of these ideas kind of leaked back into the cultural frame and started to instigate a lot of the conversations around democracy that started happening. Like, there is some argument to be made that these ideas, these like, fetishized ideals of like pirate utopias and democracy and stuff, were some of the instigating forces that got philosophers in, in Europe to start thinking about ideas like liberalism and freedom and social contract theory and stuff like that, because they were essentially operating in a very fantastical lifestyle that did seem to work fairly well for a lot of the people involved in it.
They were literally reinventing the wheel. They completely made something new.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
very rarely happens in recent human history.
Yeah. Now, obviously there were limitations, like they still operated by stealing from other people, so they were inherently violent in a lot of cases. And also, pirate ports were very, very, very unstable. Generally speaking, as soon as they settled, it was only a few years before the government of some colonial power got pissed off
would get rid of them
and just wiped them the fuck out. Yeah, the stuff that happens in Pirates of the Caribbean, where like Tortuga just gets his ass blasted.
The fucking skeleton and the fucking octopus man.
Yeah, they send the octopus man. They send
fucking Davy Jones. You're off to Davy Jones. The British government makes that happens in those movies, by the way. The British government makes a deal with a fucking octopus man.
Those movies are great, actually. In retrospect, you should go rewatch them. They are just good movies. That's so base. OMG, pirates were doing network snake. You can't just call everything a network snake, Ava. You can't just do that. Yeah, Captain Shed pretty fair as well. Everyone was entitled to a share of the ship. You didn't have like slave wages, right? Like everyone would literally get a percentage of the booty, so it was literally a worker cooperative. Yeah, very cool. Pirates were anarchists, basically. I mean, not quite, but they were like proto-anarchistic. So very interesting. I am not saying that in a colonial fascist eco-terroristic form of the collapsing future, it would make sense to rebuild piracy. I'm not saying that.
Yeah. Well, speaking of rebuilding piracy,
next page of the diary.
Something I was going to ask you, right? I asked you sort of before stream. I included a picture of modern pirates, and I was asking why they ship so shit, you know?
Yeah. So
why they floating around with that crap
pirates...
piece of shit, dude?
So the original way that pirates used to work was they would show up with a ship that was big enough to kill you, and then they would basically threaten to kill you, and if you didn't agree, then they would kill you to prove that they would kill you, right? So you need a big ship with lots of cannons, lots of fighting men. In the modern day, the way that Somalian piracy works is primarily based around how insurance policy works. No, well, hostages, yes, but they literally build their whole piracy scheme based around how insurance policies cover particular ships. So they will select ships based on what insurance coverage they have. You only need a small boat with a few guns on a firm that underpays their security team to, and you don't really need to kill anyone, to just grab a ship, hold it hostage, get the insurance check payout, because they will just pay the ransom, because it's cheaper and faster to pay the ransom than to resolve the hostage situation, and then the Somalian pirates fuck off. You only really need a small boat to get like 9 guys on board in order to achieve that effect. So yeah, piracy just doesn't really hit the same, because you don't really need it to. You just need the insurance payout.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty good. I love my moustache.
It's a nice
mustache. Like this forever now.
You do suit a mustache. I mean, I'm the one that actually has a mustache in real life.
Well, I've got a beard, but yeah.
Yeah, that's not kind. I've got just a mustache.
That's fair enough. I'll just make a button to go straight into my colonizer.
A button?
This is my new colonizer outfit. Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, I've got all these little buttons on my shirt. They changed my hats. Look.
Oh my god, demon! I got this, chat. I got this.
Am I not beautiful?
I got this.
Am I not beautiful?
Boom! Boom!
Ow! Ow! Stop! That's
Boom.
my nipple. Stop it! Ow!
Boom.
Ow!
Boom.
Stop!
Boom.
Stop!
Boom.
Stop! Stop it!
That's right.
Stop it! Ow!
You've been
That's my
taught a
nipple.
lesson?
Stop.
Question mark?
Stop!
You learned
Stop.
your lesson?
I
question mark?
revoke consent. I revoke consent.
You did a big boy? You big boy?
By the power of consent, I rebuke you. No touches.
Can I try and pull his mustache off? I don't believe it's real. I don't want to know what's under it,
No.
to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's not good. It's not good, gang. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he's just got a hole in his face.
It's just a big transparent hole. Yeah, it's horrible.
Ew.
Smug is cosplaying every type of Disney villain. Yeah. All right, next page.
Boom.
We gotta get this done. We gotta get this done in 40 minutes.
I was a little bit worried. I was a little bit worried this image was maybe racist, but I put it in anyway.
That's pretty much how you run every show, isn't it?
Yeah, I just thought, like, why not? For a penny.
Anyway, so it's not just the Iroquois Confederacy, but just generally like a lot of the indigenous stateless societies, you know, the pre-colonial Americas. I read a book. I'm sorry, gang. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a bad sign.
Again. It's another David Graeber book, Dawn of Everything, and the main thesis of Dawn of Everything
50 Shades
is
of
that the
Graeber, was it? Or a different one?
I'll let you have that one. The main point of Dawn of Everything is to sort of upend it's not perfect, but to upend anthropology and basically reject a lot of the Rousseauan ideas of like Europe built, you know, civilization and democracy was built in Europe and then was transported to the rest of the world. In reality, Europe was under kind of a strange feudal system that was quite unlike a lot of places in the world. And when Europeans showed up to America, there are many very, very famous cases of shitloads of Americans going, wait, you guys don't have a king? Wait, you're women allowed to fuck? Wait, you have female leadership and, like, you just share shit? This is fucking base. And then they would go native, right? That's where the term comes from, right? Going native is literally Europeans going, oh, wait, my society is an industrial hellscape. I want to be here now. I want to smoke weed and hunt shit and hang with the fam.
Yep.
So a bunch of people ended up kind of transferring over.
I want to be played by Ethan Hawke in the next movie.
You definitely should not do that.
Or Pedro Pascal. He'd also be playing one of those types.
That would be good, but you need to get him before he gets cancelled for whatever weird thing he's doing.
Well, Ethan Hawke is classic white man that probably plays a guy that likes Indians.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's very John Smith, isn't he?
I found it super weird that Leonardo DiCaprio played one of those guys in The Revenant, because I was like, he's definitely not that kind of guy. You know?
Well, I mean,
he would be the colonizer that thinks they're dirty.
No, he'd definitely fuck a 15-year-old one. He'd take a 15-year-old one as a bride.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be like, I respect the native traditions and know how to survive because of them, you know?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I suppose you're right.
He's not that character. He ain't that guy.
No, he's not that kind of guy. He's not that kind of guy. He's currently being cancelled for being anxious and asking his co-workers to hold his hand. Okay, no, Oscar, bad read. Okay, he is a polyamory guy who is fucking a lot of people on the side. Shut up. And he's decided it would be funny to spread that.
But of course, this is your take, because the actual take is he's gay.
He's not gay.
Are you? Okay.
Last of the Pondicans, he's bisexual. Anyway. Now, the Iroquois Confederacy is a big one because they were able to basically maintain a confederacy that contained like 5 or 6 different nations. They were able to kind of create this like federal system governed by an escalating series of local councils and consensus with no single person in charge. It was so incredible that when the Europeans showed up and discovered it, they freaked the fuck
the Europeans
out.
discovered it. You're right.
Yeah. When the Europeans discovered discovered democracy in America,
culture, yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, no, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, when the Europeans showed up and discovered democracy in America, because it's crazy. The Native Americans, they had no idea it was called democracy. They didn't know what they were doing. They were just doing stuff. But then the Europeans showed up. They were like, wait a minute, this is democracy. That's American. Whatever. Proto-anarchist would fit potentially, yeah. But what's interesting is that it triggered a philosophical crisis that basically led to the Enlightenment in some respects. Like the rationalist, liberal values idea, like it literally triggered a bunch of like a lot of the philosophical work is constantly referring to this crisis of ideological difference between these supposed savages at like Wiz
Yeah,
and the
but-
Europeans who come from basically kind of authoritarian nightmare regimes. Like, the Native Americans were constantly asking them, like, wait, you live like that? This sounds fucking horrible. Wait, back
But it
home, you
was.
sound like an insane... Yeah, it was. It was like, it was a nightmare. Disease-ridden hell cities. Like, it was horrible. It's almost as if the state is evil and anti-human. Based. Supposed savages. That does hit, yeah, you're right. We didn't know we were making democracy. We were just having fun. Girls, get it done. Exactly.
Girls do get it done, dude.
But yeah, so now there are a lot of historians who oppose this view. Mainstream historians and anthropologists oppose this view. David Graeber literally wrote this about 7 minutes before he fucking died. But it was it's a very good book. I like it a lot. I like it much better than any bullshit from Rousseau. Also,
Yippee.
Rousseau just made everything up. He literally just made shit
Yeah,
up. And
like
he said he was making
Avengers.
shit up.
Made the Avengers.
Yeah.
He directed them. And then he did,
He directs you to kill yourself.
Whoa. Oh, hold on. He also did Community. You like that. You like Community.
What? No, the Russo brothers did Community? No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did the paintball episodes, you fuckwit.
Oh my god, those are such good episodes.
Yeah, right? It's almost like they were
Fuck.
so good that Marvel was like, oh, look, directors we could underpay.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, and to be fair, Avengers was okay for a while. Alright, anyway, moving on.
All right. The next one... Oh, sorry.
well,
Did you want to say something else?
Wait,
mate?
sorry. Actually, sorry. There are a few more interesting things. Because, again, this is literally a federalized system of, like, multiple different nations. They were even able to, like, kind of cooperate with slave states. Like, there were obviously nations in Native American societies that, like, just took slaves and shit as well. There were more, like, violent tribes. And they were able to kind of maintain peace with a lot of them. All social cohesion was basically maintained through democratic councils, and they were able to basically keep everything in working order without any conception of policing or jails, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
they had this thing called
basically-
scalping. Have you heard of it?
No, that's not. They used social pressure. So like so basically
The social
basically
pressure of
communities would
scalping
have-
is terrifying.
communities would often have to pay for the transgressions of their members. So if you had a guy who murdered someone in another tribe in a unreasonable dispute, then the punishment was kind of collectively managed by the community that owned, that person belonged to. So the idea was that they would internally create social pressures to prevent that. It was kind of, they were more collectivist systems. And so each individual commune was like, this is how you prevent that issue of like, oh, well, if there's an anarchist group, how do you prevent other anarchist groups or whatever from becoming fascist and attacking them? The answer is it was a large federalized group of, kind of micro states. And they were all policing each other as communities rather than as individuals, which was way better because it basically meant that each individual commune had a strong incentive to make sure that their people behaved and to like resolve disputes in a more reasonable way. Because it was expensive. When one of you people killed someone else, it was costly to the tribe, and so that person would be punished usually with like social ostracization and pressure, or lack of access to the hotties, right? Like if you fuck up really badly, you're gonna lose a bunch of social status, and then the hot girls won't fuck you.
Yeah, I'm
So,
also
yeah.
here in re-education
works.
camps.
True. So yeah, anyway, the Enlightenment was basically invented by Native Americans, and Rousseau is a copetard, and Graeber's based. Unfortunately, then, I don't know, we gave them diseases and shot them all. Next!
Uh-oh.
As God intended!
When I was making this, I thought it said Caledonia, and I was like, what? What? We did it?
Bro.
We did it?
We did it. Remember when the Free State of Caledonia? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what? We finally did it? Dude.
Yeah. So, basically, if you've ever been to Barcelona, you'll probably know about this. I like Barcelona, and one of the reasons is it's still got a bit of a vibe of this in some respects. Rousseau literally was obsessed with shit and masturbating, by the way. It makes total sense. He was a liberal. Like all liberals, obsessed with scats and gooning. Yep, makes sense. Probably wore...
That's so based.
probably... You know what? Rousseau probably wore a butt plug on stream as well. I'm locking that in right now. 100%. Yeah, so anyway, in Spain, fascist military took over. Francoism, you may have heard of... I think it was Francoism. Yeah, 1930s, right? That was Francoism. Anyway, a bunch of workers decided to build a militia They were led by an anarchist group called FAI. I can't remember exactly what they were called.
FBI?
And they basically knocked out a fascist coup in a local region. Americans, take note. They were literally able to completely knock the fascists out of Catalonia.
How do they do it
and
with
then
bull,
they just
bull chasing?
I don't know, they just murdered a bunch of people.
Oh, okay.
And then they just immediately launched like a socialist revolution. They placed the entire economy under worker self-management. Like 75% of the industry in Catalonia was literally run by workers. They seized the means of production. It happened. It literally happened. Factories, transit. Were all run by like democratic worker committees. Peasants collectivized the land, so they literally ended like land and started sharing all of the land. Like the borders were collapsed. Libertarian socialist communes basically started building up. And they started sharing all of their harvest collectively and then like processing it and migrating it around the country. Small businesses started cropping up and they were all managed collectively as well, which is very cool. You know,
Nice.
Bars and hotels were all run by the workers. There were no bosses essentially. They managed it democratically. Why do we fetishize democracy for managing countries, and then like a business, like a bar, much simpler thing, has to be run by like a fascist authoritarian dictatorship of the CEO? Very weird, very stupid.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway. Officers, a bit like piracy, officers in military units were elected democratically, which again is exactly how that should work. And direct democracy basically like worked super well in a bunch of local councils. Now, obviously, they were doing this in the middle of a fascist coup. And unfortunately, they had to kind of negotiate with the Republican government that was not a fan of them. And the communists kind of got in the way as well. The communists were really mad. They did not like that. There were a bunch of internal fights. The authorities who were more communist aligned basically started shutting down anarchist gains, started taking authoritarian control over
You know what they say,
areas.
scratch an anarchist and a fascist bleeds.
No, scratch a communist and a communist bleeds. Communism is bad. These idiots
Bleeds
fucked
fascism,
everything
or?
up. The commies fucked everything.
Oh. No, the fascists?
Yeah, so
Is this not just
Well, to be
leftist
fair-
infighting?
so basically the Soviets kept reinforcing the commies. What?
The Soviets? Like the suffragettes?
What? Oh, the Soviets. Oh, I see.
You know,
what you
you said Soviets, like you had the Soviets.
more like I was kind of invoking Soviet more than anything else. Why scratch when you can scalp? Shut up. It was a team effort. Anyway, the commies ended up taking Russian money and backing, and they ended up fucking up the anarchist zones internally. And then once
Sorry,
leftist
Spore just said
infighting
nobody
ruined
says
everything.
that, Wiz. Awesome.
Commies ruined it.
Someday,
and then,
sorry,
of
Smug.
course,
Someday the people that
God.
watch every episode of our show will understand what the show is.
I'm gonna go
Where you
home.
going?
I'm going home. I'm
Where you
done.
going?
I'm trying to explain.
Oh, I'll
Catalonia,
go
and
this
you're
way then.
You're just yapping. Okay, fine.
What's the
I'll be
matter?
right back.
Where you going? You going for a pee?
I'm just fed up. I'm fed up with you.
Well, what's the
You're
matter?
Rust. You're upsetting me. I want to talk about.
You've been
anarchism.
you've been in a bad mood all day.
Well, yeah, because you've been fighting me all day.
No, I haven't.
You wanted.
No, I haven't.
I think you have. I think you
No, I
have.
haven't.
I'm leaving.
No, come back, dude. Come back. Catalonia's calling, and I'm going home. If I say that I love you, and I think of you all the time.
Can we make up?
Catalonia's coming, and I'm
give you-
going.
can I
Okay.
give you a kiss on the
Mwah. Mwah.
Oh.
Mwah. Mwah.
Oh God! What the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus
mean?
Christ!
Oh, sorry.
Why are you covered in mucus? Jesus.
This is like it's a different culture here. It's the trans culture. If I said that I love you and I think of you all the time, like the stream, guys. Like the stream,
Whoa.
guys. If I said that I love you,
what's happening?
and I think of you all the time.
Are you what kind of frog are you?
Caledonia's coming, and
What kind
I'm
of-
going home.
What kind of
Okay,
frog
what
are
else do you want to say about Spain?
the commies, the kill commies, kill communism.
The commies are no good. That's what I'm learning.
What? The kill a commie.
Do you want to say anything else?
Catalonia.
Why report the stream when you can simply donate $5 to make a lion attack?
No lion on a Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Like Sunday.
Because you know that thing where it's like, never trust a pretty girl that comes out of the forest with tattoos and mushrooms? I don't know. I can't remember what the saying is.
No, I'm not doing so good.
Are you doing... Mina's loading the stream with questions again so the AI figures this out.
Report the stream. I Mina. I think Mina is just the bad voice in my head. I don't think it's real. Next page.
Okay.
Next page. I'm just gonna.
This one
chill
looked
out.
like
I'm
the
just
most
gonna-
exciting and most important one. The Makhanova CHAZ in China.
Ukrainian anarchists set up like peasant revolution, and then they cooperate with the Bolsheviks, and then the
Nice
Bolsheviks
meme you
stab
put
them
in
the
there,
back
dude.
and kill them all. Next.
Do you like the meme?
Every anarchist has two dads. Cute. Next.
Because they're all fucking gay. Sorry.
Yep.
Rapidash.
Zapatistas.
Oh, I love this guy.
Do you?
Yeah, he's great.
They also don't call
He was in
themselves. It's a bit weird.
Blade Runner
It's a bit weird.
at the start.
It's a bit weird. They're all actually triggering. Yeah, actually triggering.
You missed
It's a bit weird
Makuba's first
that a lot
comment.
of these successful anarchist communes start up as like ethnic minorities that are trying to hold up. I guess you need some kind of organizing principle as like a baseline before you're able to do this stuff, which is a little bit concerning. I don't really like that a lot of these are kind of built on the back of like an ethnic minority, and then they become multi-ethnic. But it seems like they always originate in like some minority being oppressed. In this case, it was the Mayans in Mexico. That
Well, these
yeah,
guys,
well, yeah, I mean,
I'll be real, dude. These guys look evil.
yeah. They're kind
They're
of
not
cool.
going
I
for
mean, they-
heroes. They're not that like that little Chinese girl that looked like it had optimism in her eyes after killing all those smart people.
They are. So once again, they are. Hold on, I need to fix my. What? There we go.
Balaclavas and green hats and red text and that flag is an evil flag. I don't know what you're trying to tell me here.
What part of the idea is that they operate for the community, for democracy. So it's not, they're trying to like reduce individual ego by, again, a lot of the bad things about like joining a group like this that are glossing over Daddy Macno. Look, I'm sorry, but Macno was fucking retarded. You don't work with the Red Army. Like, what do you want me to say? They fucked up. Yes, he was based, but they stupid, very dumb, very silly. He didn't have a choice. I know, it doesn't matter. We learned. Anyway, again, radically feminist worker councils and open assemblies that include women, which was a big kind of deviation from the traditional norms around there. Again, a bit like the Iroquois Confederacy.
Yeah, unfortunately, they made those women wear burqa. It seems.
It's not burqa. Shut up.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, all of the community levels have to like feed back on consultations, which means that decision making does suffer from some of the issues that we've seen with like anarchistic principles. Some of the stuff you've seen in like DSA General Assemblies kind of do this poorly. The Zapatistas were a bit better at it, but still not ideal. But yeah, they still basically exist. I mean, like they improved. Yeah, they improved local education systems, which is pretty cool. They reorganized a few years ago, mainly to try and prevent all of the narco gangs and stuff. But it's broadly speaking still like an autonomous project. But yeah, they're a little bit less anarchistic these days than they used to be. But they still technically a participatory democracy that doesn't really have like a nation state, nor does it seek one.
Nice.
Cool. The lesson to learn from here is that I don't know. It seems like Seems like Latin vibes. Pretty good for anarchism.
Yeah,
Whereas
I
in
can be honest.
Catalonia
This all
and-
seems pretty fucking terrible.
What do you mean?
With none of these anarchists, I wouldn't want to live in any of these.
You, Catalonia seems like it was pretty based for a while.
Well, it
Until the
just sounds like it was like coffee shops and there were still fascists in charge.
No, there were no fascists in charge. What are you talking about?
Unfortunately, it looks like well, it was part of a fascist revolt, wasn't it? They were getting rid of them.
Well, they literally kicked the fascists out.
That's my
Your
point, right?
alternative-
I still wouldn't want to live in that country. That country's rough if it's capable of that.
You think that anarchism can only survive in harsh circumstances?
I think it's birthed from that.
That's
That's what all these
but I think
examples
that-
have shared in common. Even the fucking guys that got trapped on the boat.
Well, Freetown Christiania wasn't birthed in harsh
No,
circumstances.
even what's it called? Even CHAZ, things were going bad. The Tongan Castaways, things were going bad. Rojava, things are fucking horrible in Rojava. Living as a pirate? Are you kidding me?
You don't want to be a pirate?
Or
Wiz, I
Native
think you're just a
Americans, nothing
pussy.
bad happened to them, you know?
I realize Wiz is a Lego boy. He just wants his consumerism. He just wants his Labubu and his Lego, and he gets upset.
Well, no, I'm just
when
saying
the
all these
supply
guys
lines get
died
disrupted.
horribly or suffered
No, they
in
didn't.
some
The
way.
Zapatistas are still around. The Rojavans are one of the most successful groups in the region, and they have the highest quality of life in the
war
region.
groups.
No, they're not all They're not all warriors in Rojava. There's 5 million people. They don't have a 5 million strong army.
Yeah, but they're not like living
They have
in the lap of
communes.
fucking luxury, are they?
They're living. I mean, they.
Would you
literally
trade your
don't
life there to live in Rojava?
They have free food and shelter. Would
Smug.
I trade my under some circumstances, yes, but
What circumstances?
if I felt like there was literally nothing else I could do, there was no. Sorry, let me
Literally,
explain.
literally,
If there
I
was-
had no other option. I would do it. I move.
No, Wiz, shut up. Let me finish the sentence.
Okay.
If there was nothing else I could do to contribute to any meaningful projects here and build power here in a place where I think it could potentially, be helpful, even just as being a fucking Engels, if I can make a bunch of money and then like, supply some artist collectives, around here. But yeah, if everything went to shit for my life and I was like, oh, I'm never gonna be able to build power here again, then I would go assist in a project like Rojava, like the cringe.
You go
white
die
Londoners
fighting
did
Turkey?
with Catalonia. Not die. I'm a white guy. They'd give me a cushy gig.
They'd see you as the gringo you are, pal.
I never said I'm not a gringo. Catalonia seemed base as hell.
Catalonia is fine, but it's birth
Bro,
to suffering, and also what happened to it.
Rojava, bro, Makuba, Rojava undermines Erdogan's ideal vision for the region.
Do you know what the vision for the
That might
region
be
is, Smug?
You're just bombing the shit
Nobody
out of
left.
Rojavans until they're all
Nobody
dead.
left.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh my god, what a nightmare.
Yeah,
He's already
Duolingo's
supplying
right,
an artist
dude.
collective in Argentina. Yeah. Yeah, I'm supplying Wiz a little bit as well. Alright, let's go. The Zapatistas,
Catalonia's
the
come.
Zapatistas big gatekeepers on the ethnic grounds.
Yeah, that doesn't sound great to live there either. Not a fan.
I don't like the Zapatistas that much. They're not my go-to example.
I'm not really getting. I'm still preferring whatever the hell I was doing on this island. You've not really convinced me, Scholar Man.
You were basically living in an anarchist commune
Maybe
before I
the
showed
next
up.
one. How about this? Maybe the next one is a place I'd like to live.
I think the next one's a...
Oh.
Oh. Okay, so
You
the
kind of
reason that we've got-
insisted this was here, to be clear.
Yeah, I'll be
Also,
honest.
yes, that is
I'm
a
having
dog. That is a Chinese dog painted to look like a tiger. I included that because we were talking about China.
That's definitely abuse, but it's kind of awesome.
They do it all the time. It's apparently it's a huge trend.
That's cute. So, Wiz, can you throw up that TikTok of the video so we can kind of see what we're talking about? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
if you
wanna-
have it.
I'll send it to you again if you want. Jesus,
Okay.
are you that lazy? I'm gonna take a link from
Well, I don't
30
have it.
seconds before. Okay, I'll DM it to you again. Because I literally the message before my last message is this fucking TikTok. Here we go.
All right. Okay. If you want to attack Smug with a line, it's $5. Unrelated.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Unrelated. Point unrelated.
This movie is amazing. Wiz, should I tell chat about? No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't.
No,
get
you
this up.
shouldn't. Not yet.
Okay, I'll keep it quiet. I'll keep it quiet until we're locked in. Don't worry about it.
Can't wait for this copyright music to blare. TikTok,
Yeah,
make
it's
your
alright.
day. Make your day, TikTok.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, can you play a little bit of the music, like, just very quietly?
This the copyright.
Okay, but it'll be fine.
So this guy, what's this guy's name?
King Charles is
Well,
what
in China, he's known as
calls it.
Big King.
Oh, Big King. Okay, so basically, this is like a very, very unpleasant-looking dog kennel where like a bunch of stray dogs. This guy just comes at the dogs with a broom. This is obviously a bad situation, but weirdly, there's this small old dog. This guy, he's like he's like mid-sized, and he just shuts shit down. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look, he puts the paws on, and that dog's like, all right, I'm done. Then he goes over to the other guy. He's got a fucking bouncer. Look at him. He's got a fucking enforcer. This like giant dog. Just like, is it that?
There's certain dominance in that little guy.
Yeah. Look, dogs start fighting, and then Big King shows up.
Yeah, it's the shaggy white-haired one. Look at him. He's just fucking.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah.
They
Look
all
at him. He
submit
just
to him.
look at that.
Whoa.
Look. Yeah. Look. He doesn't even bark at them. He's just like puts a foot on his neck. Look at that shit. He's done. That guy's done.
That's power.
There you go. Crazy aura. That dog has the most aura of any dog I've ever seen in my life. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah, it's pretty
movie.
cool.
Isle of Dogs is a movie by Wes Anderson. It's nice. The puppets are cool. I like it a lot.
Follow to stay updated on the news you care about. It's just exclusively a dog account.
That's awesome. So yeah, the reason why
I got a picture of Big King here.
Oh, sick. Yeah. So the reason I want to talk about. I have a dog now. I've had the dog for about a week. I'm
This was a
taking
long
care
time
of him
coming,
for,
chat.
like,
This is the real reason he's
few
this
weeks.
aggro.
a few weeks, maybe a couple months. And I'm struggling. The dog is 7 years old. He's a country dog. He's moved into the city with me. I'm gonna have him probably for a few months. It's fucking horrible. It's
testing all your values that you hold dear, isn't it?
So it isn't really. Actually, what it's making me realize is that once again, I am presented with a new, extremely normal thing in society, and I realized with my values how fucking horrifying it is. Like every aspect of it is like a nightmare. It stresses me out. Like I hate that as a person who, you know, has good like relationships with all the people I have relationships with. I've got good friends, I've got good family, I'm good with children, like it all works. But dogs are retarded and they force you to be a fascist. There's no other way to interact with a dog other than to become his god and master, but I believe in no gods, no masters. It is like, I'm dealing with this like horrific conflict. It's actually, that honestly is the source of my upset. Like every moment I am forced to be a fascist.
Yeah, this entire week has been me coaching Smug on how to be more evil to his dog.
It's insane. Dogs are creatures. Yeah. Oh my. It's so. It's like the dog is trying to be a pack leader. So I will, for whatever Wiz is about to say, I am the. It's me, my wife, and the dog. My wife has disappeared for a week, which is why I'm doing a shitload of Rust. But before my wife left, the hierarchy was me, then the dog, and then my wife. The dog has taken my wife as his wife. He thinks that she's his girlfriend. So she's been struggling to she's been having status battles with him. It's very annoying. He doesn't listen to her at all. He listens to her like half the time, maybe. He will pull on the lead with her. When he's on the lead with me, when I take him for walks, he is basically flawless until he gets spooked by another dog or a cat or a bird or something. And he listens to my commands like 99% of the time. He's good. But like, fuck, man. It's so like, I don't know, like I crashed out on Wiz the other night because I was on Amazon like just trying to figure out what a dog toy is, because he's got a few plushies and things that I like play with him. He's a bird dog. So like what he wants is he wants you to throw a plushie into the air so he can catch it in his paws and then death roll it like a fucking crocodile to snap the goose's neck or whatever. Right? That's what he wants to do all day every day. And I'm like, there is this like horrifying instinct in you that is so fundamental that if you don't fulfill it, you will literally go insane. But it's like it sucks. It's horrible. Like it's just like he swings his head around like he's snapping the neck of a creature. He bangs his head on the wall half the time and upsets himself. But he's forced to do it. Once he has the bird in his mouth, he has to swing his neck. Here's another thing that upsets me. I'll be about to take him for a walk, and he's like locked in, but if his face gets within half a meter of his food bowl and there's still food in it, he just like there's no inhibition system. He just switches to eating from the food bowl halfway through whatever else was happening because he happened to get too close to the bowl and it just triggered his eating like system. And it like, oh my god,
He lives in a world exclusively of coercion.
Yeah, he's literally been bred to not have choices about what happens, and then I have to design a fascist life around him. Like, he just wants to be friends with other dogs, but he wants to be the top dog. The motherfucker, he's a little fascist. The dog is genetically encoded with the worst traits of humanity. It makes me feel ill. I thought I wanted a dog. I think I can have a child, but I don't think I can have a dog. At least a child you're turning into something. You're expanding their potentialities, you're building them into
a dog is a baby forever.
They can self-actualize. A dog is a retard forever. Like, there's no way out. I did not... What? Okay, here's my question. Why have I never heard any person in the entire world ever say the things I'm saying right now? Surely other people must have noticed this and felt it and been upset by it.
To be fair,
Why does no one talk about it?
I did notice this and I did tell you this. You just didn't believe me.
Well, I guess I perceived you saying I have to be a fascist to this dumb dog. I didn't really think you meant it. I thought you were being cute. In the way that I'm being cute when I say he's a little...
No, you have to make yourself...
like,
you have to make yourself its god. Like, that's the only way. Its entire life has to revolve around appeasing you. Otherwise, your life will be miserable.
It's not. Maybe I did a banana pet the whole time. Okay, why was I totally blind to it until I had to take care of a dog? Why was I ignoring all of you? If everyone's been saying this, why did that not
because it's sort of accepted dogs are dumb, but people don't really dissect it. You know, you thought dogs were dumb already, like you did. You know.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And now you're actually confronted with the reality of what it means for dogs to be that dumb, and you're like, oh,
it's horrible. I don't know, like, I'm really upset. I can't, I'm really, really upset. It's really upsetting me. I'm gonna cry. Yeah. I can't, like, I really love the dog, but like, fuck, I just have to be a bastard. It's horrible. It's heartbreaking every day.
Yeah, you're just gonna be kind of a bad guy. I think you just gotta put yourself, you just gotta put it in his place, you know? Wiz thinks he's the dog's master. Who's picking up the poop? My dog's poops are so small, dude. They're like rabbit droppings.
Yeah, no, my dog shits well as well. I hate.
Yeah, like because it's all about domination stuff. If you want to be the dog's friend, you've got to like make it do stuff like sit at my fucking feet right now, you fucking bitch. Sit at my fucking feet. Don't fucking look up.
I hate that.
If you look up, I'll fucking slap you sideways. Don't fucking look at me. And that's how he understands that you love it.
If you bring Mina in, I'm kicking her out instantly because I'm vulnerable right now. Okay, so and she I know where Mina's
gonna go. She's gonna go like, just wait until you have children. That's where that's going.
I'm sure. But just give me 5 minutes because I need to crash out and cry about this and then. Okay. But yeah, I'm genuinely upset and vulnerable right now. Okay, you have to protect me. All right, protect me. This is your obligation now. I
can't let the sniper in.
Dad show limits. It's not. It's not be a dad and show him limits. It's literally own him, mind, body, and soul. It's like
brainwash him a little bit.
It's horrendous.
But you kind of do that as a parent as well.
Yes, but the difference is that child becomes something that will eventually self-actualize. You're doing it for a purpose.
Don't.
Like,
most don't.
They are expanding. Eventually you are able to build meaningful relationships and like systems and agreements with them. They're able
in like
to start
25 years' time when they take acid.
Sure, but the dog has the same food basically every day.
I don't know if you fed it acid.
I take him for a walk and like. He doesn't understand what's happening. Every pretty girl that walks past the street, he thinks is his mother, and he just stands there staring at her. And he doesn't really. I can tell he can't quite. There's a Vietnam flashback. He can't understand what's happening.
Well, I think every time you leave the house, or at least with my dog, he thinks I've died. He's like, oh, okay,
yes!
He's dead.
He's right. He's in the other room right now, crying. Because I'm on stream, and I can't explain to him that after taking care of this little retard, I've spent physically in proximity to him. I've spent 20 hours in a row of walking him, sleeping with him, taking care of him, and now I'm spending 3 hours doing my thing, and he's crying. He thinks I'm dead. He's looking at me through the window with eyes of betrayal. He doesn't understand. He will never understand. This is a nightmare. Why did we create these things? Why does it exist? Why? I think I have to kill every dog on the planet. I don't know what to do.
Did Oscar
This
let
is
you in
terrible.
here,
Why
Mina?
did we? Why did we make this?
I guess.
Why would Oscar do this?
I don't know.
I'm so
Who
mean to
moved me?
Oscar that I'm okay with him doing that because I'm so
Where are
mean
you,
to
Mina?
Oscar. You guys
Where
are
are you,
autistic as hell.
Mina?
Makuba, you are Makuba.
I'm
With
right.
all the love in the
oh
world,
my
you are
god!
literally
I saw
a
my
fascist
name like 3
monarchist.
times already.
Yeah, Wiz is bad at this.
Oh, where is
The only
Mina?
is calm confidence, the dog has calm submission. But this is the thing, like, I can perform that, but in the performance,
Whoa.
it's horrific, it's a nightmare. I can do the calm confidence, the dog is calmly submissive, but every time I do it, I walk away and I'm like, fuck, I just have to be an effective fascist. It's a nightmare. It's
Oh
horrible.
no! I'm
Mina's gonna
I'm
be like,
brown
wah,
now.
wah, wah, I have a,
Yeah,
I
it's
have a
the light of the
child, I have a
campfire,
dog,
Mina.
it's not that big a deal, whatever. But Mina, you're
Okay.
literally wearing a fucking German Air Force cap. Of course you're a fascist. Stay the fuck away from me.
alright.
First of all, Mina, do you have dogs?
Yeah, she does.
No, I have
Sally.
a cat.
Oh, a cat. Oh! I thought there was a dog.
That's
I
another
thought Sally
very
was a
interesting
cat.
dynamic, by the way.
That makes sense.
My cat loves me. Think
Is cats different?
she
I think you might be a
Well,
cat person from everything you're
kind
saying.
of because they are more independent than dogs.
They have
They're
autonomy.
easier than to keep. Yeah, they're not as like you don't have to take them outside for walks.
Yeah.
They can just go and shit in their cat litter box, and
Cats
it's
90%
not
of the
like
time won't
you
do
need
what
to.
you want
You
them
don't
to
need
do.
to
You can't be
babysit
like,
them
"Come
all the
here."
time. Yeah.
Yeah. God, it sucks that I'm a cat person, but maybe I am. Like, because cats had, like, the reason cats became domesticated was it was a symbiotic relationship. We will give you shelter, you kill all the rats in the granary. That was
And you
it.
start making
Well,
noises
no,
like
but
babies.
dogs were a symbiotic relationship too.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but not anymore.
They were there to protect cattle.
Yep.
Hmm.
Protect
just kept
cattle,
breeding
eliminate pests, protect like houses and stuff like that. Yeah, like
Oh my god!
there's-
Mina,
yeah.
you've cracked it. That's it. Dogs were literally designed
Yep.
to help maintain the machinery of, like, structural organizations,
Oh, it's
private
capitalism
property,
bad.
agriculture, capital. And cats just kind of existed as, like, an additional layer on top of society. They kind of just were generally in the
Well,
area.
cats are
they
the
had an
parasites.
aura
I mean,
of, like, yeah,
you
I
know,
suppose so.
Egyptians,
Dogs are
ancient
tools.
Egyptians literally worship cats.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, I like Lily's point. Dogs are tools. Maybe that's what I don't like. By the way, Makuba, I need you to shut the fuck up. I grew up with dogs. I rehabilitated dogs that were literally like going for children's throats. I did
There's
this
no
as a
way.
teenager.
There's no way Makuba's getting you. Come on.
Yeah, that's how fucked up I am. Okay, Alright, I get it. I get it.
Get
I know
him
that
for
dogs are
serious.
used to
Be
this.
for
Makuba,
serious.
you're used to being a fucking retard. Okay, you're right. Sorry, that's my bad. You're right. Sorry. If I'm vulnerable to Makuba, there's really no hope for me today. I just want to play Rust.
Right,
wanna play
so the thing is, right, you have more of an emotional connection to this dog than you did with, the other dogs you've rehabilitated.
Yeah,
I
so
think
this
so,
is
yeah.
probably
Also,
This
they were
is
violent,
also,
so I
like-
was like,
Yeah,
this is a bad
this-
dog that is going to hurt people unless I fix it. So that like kind of helps a
Yeah.
little bit. It's like I'm rehabilitating. Whereas this is just a
Yeah.
dog that is like at its end state of he's a decent dog, and he fucking sucks. The best potentiality of a dog is garbage. It's a bad end state.
I think it also depends on the dog.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said he's
dog-
ended up with a very anxious dog. His dog's got
He's not that
anxiety.
bad.
He is that
I
bad.
have to emphasize. No, he's not. He's not. He listens to every command. He walks on the lead perfectly. He's good with other dogs for the most part.
With you,
He's-
not with your
he's very-
wife.
He's very cuddly and cozy, and he wants all the affection that people want dogs to give you, right? The only problem is that, and he's a country dog. He was doing better in the country. He's been moved to the city. That's unfortunate for him, and that's a big part of his, I think, stress at the moment. But like, and I finally got him to start sleeping all through the night, and he's like been sleeping in bed with me, and he's totally fine now. Like he's super chill, but. It still sucks. It sucks that I have to buy a toy, and all the toys have the fucking. I went on the dog toy page of Amazon, and I was so upset. It was filled with like puzzles and videos of dogs solving puzzles, and all the taglines were like, "Keep your dog busy for hours." I'm like, why did I get a thing that I'm trying to build alien technology to keep occupied? I'm like, I got this thing, and now I need to shut the fuck up and leave me alone.
Okay.
It's horrible.
I'm going back to
It's a nightmare.
I'm going back to the children thing. Okay.
Yeah,
like,
that's fine.
Right now, my child is in a phase. She's 3 years old. Oh my god, 3 years old. She had her birthday last month. She is right now in a stage where none of the toys that I have bought her over the last 3 years, she doesn't give a fuck about them. And she's a child that, like, she's high energy. She probably has ADHD. And she wants constant stimulation, constant attention. And if I don't give that to her, she will act out. And that's just something I have to deal with, right? Because, you know, I brought her into this world, right?
Nina, I'm agreeing with you.
What?
Can I just say one thing?
What?
You're doing this for a reason. You're making a person. Dogs
Yeah, I know.
are retarded until they die. I'm just gonna do this
Yeah,
for
but
15 years, and then it disappears, and nothing changed. You're making a human being. You're doing something really
Well,
important.
personal growth is maybe
This
an
dog is a
argument.
fucking idiot.
But you're probably going to be the argument you shouldn't
The
create
thing
things for
is-
personal growth.
The thing is, right, a dog also has somewhat of a purpose to you, which is, like, some people find a lot of meaning in keeping a dog, right? If you don't have meaning elsewhere, and you don't want to have a whole child, right?
Yeah.
They'll get a pet.
Or maybe you can't have children.
And then, right, they will get a pet, and they will love the pet, and they will take care of the pet no matter what the pet does. And
Look, I love the dog, and he loves me. I have a very good bond with him, but it's just like, he's gonna be retarded until the day he dies.
Yeah. What if your kid had Down syndrome,
and
Smug?
what if you have a disabled child? There's
So
nothing you can do about that either.
I need you to take one step back from that conversation, because this is one of the very few fights I have with my wife.
We know what side you're on, buddy.
Yeah, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, sorry, I'm pro-eugenics, so like, yeah, I mean, there's screening and stuff. I would just, why would you want to bring someone into the world who's going to have a reduced quality of life in
You
every
never
aspect?
know-
They're going to be in pain.
okay,
They're
you
gonna
never know
die
what
early. They get
happens.
Alzheimer's at 50. No, you do know, because nearly 100%
No, okay.
of people Down
Yes,
syndrome
I
gets
know that
Alzheimer's at 50.
NIPT exists. Okay, I was
I don't know
pregnant.
that.
I know that NIPT exists. The thing
Oh, is that the
is,
screening?
yes.
Yeah.
The thing is, you never know what happens. Children are literally trying to kill themselves,
Yeah,
like
get hit by a
90% of
car
the
and
time
that.
they're
That's fine.
awake, right? And
But at the end, you have a
if they-
human.
Yeah, no, but like if an accident happens,
Yeah, what
right?
if the kid
and
dies at 2 years
they-
old, Smug?
Well, that
and
would suck.
some-
But again, that's not. The purpose is important. Wiz.
Oh my god, can I please make my point before you start
In a
like
second, Mina, you are a
soying
beautiful
the fuck
person.
out.
Wiz is a beautiful person. I am a beautiful person. We exist.
Wow.
We were created. We were raised by parents, badly or well or whatever. We survived, and now we're here. Like, there was a reason. There was a reason to do those things. It wasn't just a pointless distraction. It was like you were doing something. And if someone dies, that's bad. That's sad news. Whatever. But like, the dog does
you
nothing.
think that dogs are like pointless. I thought we just like said that dogs were like have a purpose in people's lives depending on what they look for.
Yeah, but the reason seems to be bad for the dog. Like, if you get a dog, I have an abundance of affection in my life. If I needed a dog for affection, that still feels like it would be an abusive relationship with the dog. I'd be like, I need affection from this dog. What a horrible feeling. I don't need affection from the dog. The dog wants affection, and I feel sorry for him. And I'm like, oh, I'll give you a cuddle. Like, that seems like how the state should be.
I think that's
In
more
the
of
same
a
way-
you issue than
Yeah,
the
it
dog
definitely
issue.
is.
No,
it's
'cause I'm-
because he struggles to give affection. That's it. For most people, it's a limitless supply. Whoa. Mina, you still there?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry, can I barge in?
Did you kill him, Oscar? Did you do that?
No, he's connected. He's connected.
So, Oscar, you're not supposed to kill him. He's back.
Sorry.
He's back.
Did you
Sorry.
Did you
I
kick your PC?
thought it got a bit too heavy, and I
He
wanted
got
to.
emotional and took it out of the fucking PC. That's why you shouldn't have dogs or kids.
Yeah, I
and
kicked
like
it. Can I? Sorry. I was saying one thing. I was saying
Whoop.
that's important. Jesus Christ. What I was saying is that if a mother, the worst kinds of mothers are the ones who are like demanding an excess of validation from their own children. That's how you get the fucking beauty pageant moms, right? Like we understand that to be a bad thing. Why is it okay to get a dog because you're lonely?
Because why not?
Why is it? This is like the same fucking stupid
Why should you have
antinatalist
kids?
like
Yeah.
argument that people have.
I'm
Like,
not an antinatalist.
I know you're not, but this is like the same fucking arguments that they give.
Yeah, but the difference is that, like, there's no way to have a non-coercive relationship with the dog, whereas there is a way to raise children in a... or to help them self-actualize into a relationship. Why are we all crowded over here? Why,
Wait, it's
why are
'cause
you
you're
guys
over
all
here.
forming a...
You're always been back. Do you
Yeah,
want to come with? You
you're
come-
There's a
Riley,
way
can you
to
step back a little bit?
treat
Alright.
dogs that make
got
them
them.
feel
I'll
better
put them
and
here.
happy and more
Yeah,
fulfilled.
but you have to do it fascistly, right? Like, my dog is happier when I get him to
do you
perform a bunch of...
like I said, once
tricks
again,
so we know-
once
He has
again, what
status
do you think
anxiety.
parenting is? Like, parenting is the same fucking thing. It won't stop even with 18 years old. Like, you'll still have to be a fascist even when your
Yep.
kids are adults. Like,
I think it's different
still-
with children. I think the fact you can communicate with them at all makes a huge difference, even when they're 3.
Can you?
Even when they're saying "baba," at least you can attach
But
"baba"
they
to a thing.
memorize certain terms. Dogs will memorize
there's
food,
dogs
walk.
that, like... Yeah, there's dogs that press fucking
do talk
buttons
to
and
your
shit that
dog.
they
Yeah,
want.
but
you know?
that's been pretty thoroughly debunked in stuff. But but sure, let's imagine dogs do have some form of language. They're so.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, I don't. know.
The fucking lion's coming for you, buddy.
Oh
The
my
lion wants
god!
to join the grow hut.
Yay! Come
No,
on!
no!
Come on!
No!
Go,
Defend me, friends!
no,
Ow!
Ow! Oh no! Oh!
Ah, stop!
Ow!
Ow!
Ow! No! Oh!
Yeah,
Oh! It's going
ow,
for.
fuck.
Oh!
No!
Oh! There it goes. Oh Jesus!
Oh.
That's a lovely group hug.
Oh no!
Blech. Blech.
He's back.
Anyway,
Yeah. Sorry, back to you being
Yeah.
an antinatalist. Because you're like, lonely people
Gotta
should
come
be
to that.
happy.
Stop. Why
Isn't it
do
better?
everything to be
Isn't
said?
it better they get a fucking dog than adopt a kid?
No, adopting a kid is so objectively better than getting a dog.
Well, because they're attention starved. That's a bad reason to have a kid.
What?
So,
No,
parent,
no. You
person
should-
attention starved, right? Their two options are have a child or have a dog. What would you prefer?
Are they really going to
Dog.
get validation from the dog's attention?
Yes.
That's the.
Oh,
that's the
absolutely,
hypothetical.
dude. That's the whole point of them.
yeah.
Oh my god. Child or dog? Well, but the reason I would pick a dog is because I want the child not to suffer. So the dog is lower on the suffering
But
hierarchy.
the
because it's
dog
stupider.
has been bred to enjoy that smothering. That's the difference. It's like the cow that consents to be eaten.
Oh, that's so. Yeah,
Oh,
but that's the whole point of that analogy
Bug.
is that it's still horrific. That the joke is that it's still upsetting.
Well, yeah.
The joke is that it sucks. That's why it's funny.
That's what's
It's
happened.
because
That's
it meets all
literally
the
what it
moral
is in our
criteria.
world, though. It's sure it's
I know,
bad,
but it's-
but
it
that's
meets
the
all-
reality of our world. So we have to live in that reality. You got to acknowledge that premise.
It's
get
like
that. I'm
the
not
elves
saying
by
There's
J.K.
people,
Rowling
look,
who love
there's
being
people
slaves.
that, for example, adopt dogs to save them from certain situations.
Yep, abuse
And-
dogs.
Which is what I've
Things like-
done, basically.
right?
Like this
But
dog.
you-
Yeah,
you
there's
still
people
hate
that
it.
like foster dogs. You know, they don't keep
Yeah, I get
them
it.
forever. They foster them. Like, there's all kinds of situations, all kinds of reasons why people are keeping dogs, and I don't think that like overthinking about like
Oh.
why you feel a certain type of way about keeping a dog is like actually like good for you in a way, and also like what's it gonna what's it gonna solve if you keep overthinking about like oh
Listen,
man
Mina,
I'm
my brain,
uncomfortable
my
with
brain, Mina,
yeah.
I can't help it.
Oh.
I've said this before. I'll say it again. My brain is anarchist shaped. If the omnipotent, all good, all knowing
Dude, the dog doesn't know what fucking anarchy is.
I don't care. I'm talking about me. If God appeared in front of me today, I would try to kill him, even if he was objectively the most ideal being in the universe. It's not a moral position. It's just
That's
the
just
way
'cause
I'm
you're
shaped.
evil.
I can't help it. I'm just a dumbass. I can't help it. So I can't help the fact that every
I think
time
you'll
I
find
have
there's
to
no
do
gods, no
fascism on the
borders.
dog, which I can do. I can do fascism on the dog, but every time I have to do fascism on the dog, I walk away and I have this horrible
Yeah,
schism in
I
my
feel
in my
the same
selfhood.
way when I have to discipline my child. I don't
Yeah, but
feel
at least
I don't
you're
feel
doing that for a
happy
reason.
when
Yeah,
I
no one
have
feels
to
good.
real.
I don't know
You're helping
yell
her
at my
get
child to put on her sandals so she doesn't walk
when
barefoot
you tell your kid
outside.
off in the moment, oh, you're taking too long to put your fucking shoes on, you don't feel good like, haha, one day they're going to be an excellent human being.
No, I get that. I agree. I get that. Anarchism requires force. I am super fine with violence. I am fine with
See the
force.
pivot
That's
there?
not the
And
issue.
plus,
See the
like,
pivot there?
it's way more societally accepted to discipline your dog than it is to discipline your child in public. Like,
Give the dog
if
the
you,
mic, the dog will just scream. Because he doesn't like me streaming. He's screaming, he's crying. He's on the sofa, he's
Yeah,
looking
that's
at
the
me
problem. Is
like I
so much
betrayed
guilt
him.
is the real issue here.
But it's not guilt. I don't feel guilt. I need to be really clear. I don't feel guilt. I feel this, like, sick conflict
Resentment.
of...
You feel resentment.
I do resent the dog, yes. I'm very resentful of the fact that he's forcing me to be a fascist when I'm actually an anarchist. I feel
Sorry,
bad. This is a bad hierarchy.
Bug,
he
Bug.
can't agree to this.
But listen to me. I believe. Have you considered that this is because the dog gives you the impression that it cares? Like, you don't have this issue with the cat because you know that the cat will always, without
Ooh, that's
without
right.
a fail,
You expect a
think
reciprocation
that
on
it's
some
your
level.
fault.
Because you've given
Yeah,
it love,
the-
you're like, why is it not loving me back in the way that I want to be loved?
No, you idiot! The dog loves me way more than I love the dog. You don't understand. He just wants to sit on my lap and cuddle for 12 hours a day. He wants
Yeah.
infinite affection from me. I don't have a problem with that. I'm very good at dumping affection on people and retarded dogs that want an abundance of affection. I'm very good at that. The problem is that I can't tell him that when I go to the shops I haven't died. I hate that he's bred
Yeah.
in such a way that I have to win a status game with
that
him
has
for him to be
nothing to do
comfortable.
with breeding. No, I'm sorry. That has nothing to do with breeding. That has to do with the lack of like discipline that your mom has
Yeah, that's also
taught,
true, yeah.
taught her dog.
Yeah, it has
Like
attachment
the
issues.
Terrible
whole
training,
like
terrible upbringing. It's like a bad kid.
yeah, it's
Oh,
it's
sure,
basically
my
like
stepmom has done a
the
terrible job. I
separation
agree.
anxiety. The separation anxiety is
That's not a normal
just
dog
something
trait.
that was nurtured. It wasn't
Yeah.
like this is not has nothing to do. There's fucking farm dogs that live outside that don't even see their owners except for maybe like once a month. Like they just
And
go
I did say,
outside.
I have said,
and they don't.
I've said, Mina, I've said, country
Yeah.
dogs feel a bit different. And by the way, this is a country dog who's been ported into the city. But I don't think my problem is specific to the dog. I really don't. I'm smart enough to see if that was the case. It's not just about this dog. I've realized there's something fundamentally about... When I looked at dog toys, I started to feel ill and scared and upset and angry. When I was looking for every... There is a dog
You
toy.
could have
Is that
just
because of your
gotten
fetish,
him a
or-
plushie. You could have just gotten him a plushie. It
There
doesn't
are
have to be that deep.
plushies. There are plushies that simulate a heartbeat. Is that not the most disgusting thing you've ever heard in your life? Like, I have to...
Okay.
It's just
Look,
a different kind of
there's-
life.
There's
Baby toys
kids,
simulate
like,
heartbeats.
Yeah. There's baby toys that like you put into the crib so they can like feel like
Yeah.
breathing movement or something, so they can
Oh
sleep
my
better.
god,
So
really?
that's
I don't know if I
natural-
can do that
Yes.
with my child.
Because okay, this is mainly an issue with like safety, right? Because when you have a baby, it's not really that ideal to like let it sleep in your arms all the time.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm just
Because
gonna roll
they
But in
the
a
will-
dice on
natural
it.
setting, that's
I'll
what
just
would
roll the
happen,
dice.
you know?
I'll just roll the dice. on
no, the
baby
problem
die.
is like like sudden infant death syndrome. Like that's
Yes, yeah.
something that
Yeah.
happens because right.
It's
And-
actually drunk parent rolls over in bed syndrome. Actually, it's just
No,
if
it's
you have a
not.
couple of glasses. Well, no, apparently, when I say drunk, like literally a lot of the from the studies I've seen, it seems like you
Yeah.
have
This is
one or-
about
literally
parents
one or two
falling
glasses
asleep
of
whilst
wine.
they're holding their sleeping child.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, sure.
and then
Well, it's the
accidentally
rolling over thing.
smothering them in their
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah, right.
That's what it is.
Parents are sleep deprived, Smug. They don't need alcohol to be that way.
Yeah, like whenever like I had a phase where I couldn't sleep at night. I would stay awake
Yeah.
so I could make sure that my child doesn't die in her sleep. And I would then
I'm just
sleep
scared
during the
dogs will
day when
die.
my partner was awake because I was so fucking afraid of her just dying in her sleep.
Yep.
And there's like this is like basically like some kind of like alternative to make sure that, like, I don't know, the child feels somewhat safe
Yes, yeah.
to fall asleep, because also some children literally cry for hours before they sleep. My child was like that. She cried for like 2 or 3 hours every
Yeah.
single time before she slept and took a nap. And
guys,
that's
What?
Are we doing? Is this? This is the
What?
thing, isn't it?
What?
what?
Where like a new parent is like upset and stressed out, and then the other parents are like, "Yeah, we dealt with that too."
Yeah, it is.
Is this because you realize you're actually just scared of the dog dying?
Maybe.
The first time in your life you got real responsibility and you're like, oh fuck. You like shit the bed and such.
And you're like, oh, why do I care so much about a thing that is gonna die in
It's so
like
useless
5
and can't
or
look after
4
itself and it
years?
sucks and it's vulnerable and it's small.
It
and
will
it's
never be a
beautiful and
lawyer.
and it just needs to be loved and it disgusts me.
I've been alone with this dog for 4 days. I'm going insane. My whole life is about this dog.
You're a single mother. You've become a single mother, Smug. That's what's happened.
Single
You
mother.
microdose
I'm
single
crushing out on
motherhood.
me. I'm actually crying. Oh my god. Oh god.
Now you understand. Now you fucking understand.
Wait.
Now you understand.
Maybe motherhood is hard.
Yeah, you just
Whoa,
the
really?
real problem was just your own anxiety, dude.
You know, I said that in chat earlier. You just don't learn from other people's experiences.
Yeah.
You just like, unless something happens to
Well, that's
you,
pretty
you don't
typical.
really.
Yeah,
You don't
typical for
acknowledge what other people
No,
go
that's
through.
most people.
You don't acknowledge what other people go through. So when they like tell you something, you're just like, yeah, yeah, that makes
That's probably not
sense.
real,
But then
yeah.
it actually goes like in one ear, out the other.
Sorry, are there people in this world who will hear an experience and emotionally incorporate that into their psyche instantly without having to
Yeah,
experience it
there's
themselves?
some people
no,
who do.
not
Most people
really.
will take
There's
it
some
as
people
true.
they're
that
wrong.
say,
I've
don't
never
jump
met
off
that
the
person.
cliff, and then they don't jump off the cliff.
Yeah, but that's not. Yeah, no, that's not the same thing. You're saying I needed
No,
to
but you're
somehow go
specifically
through
like that when
the-
it comes to advice.
Oh, I feel
Maybe.
dizzy.
I'm not gonna change though.
What have you done, Oscar? He's dizzy.
I know,
ironically-
I've been laughing all this time. I'm sorry. I got to hear myself.
Oh.
I'm
Wait,
sorry,
sorry.
boys.
Wait, 1 second, 1 second. If this dog is 7, you aren't the first human it's fallen in love with. Dogs can also be fickle, especially friendly dogs. This dog is playing you.
That's funny.
Just feed into your paranoia.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Wait a
yeah,
minute,
exactly.
I'm manipulated
The
by
dog
a fucking dog.
the dog sits on my lap, and I'm like, "What's your game? What are you playing at?" What's
You
this
don't love
episode?
me.
Who are you talking to?
Sometimes he'll come over to me and he'll stand up on his hind legs and he'll just like when I'm gaming and he'll just like tap on my arm with his paw and then he'll like sit and like wait and then he'll pop up and then tap again and then he'll sit and he'll wait and then just
Yeah.
he just wants me to play with a toy.
Is he currently crying right now,
Yeah,
Smug?
that's normal.
Is he crying right now?
I'm recovering from crying right now.
No, is he crying right now?
Oh, he's always, oh, whoops. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks for covering your co-host. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah,
I'm just
go
saying,
on.
dog-like
What's he-
owner. Maybe that's where he gets it
When
from.
are you gonna when are you gonna cry on stream? Okay, I cry once a year. When are you gonna cry on stream?
Oh.
You suck. I'm gonna find
Maybe
something.
do something
I'm
that
gonna
makes
talk
me
about
happy.
Radiohead.
Maybe that made me cry.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe get me something
Superman
nice.
made me cry as well.
My
Give
love
me a
language
gift,
is gift giving. Give me something nice, dude.
Have you considered letting your dog play with other dogs?
The problem is that, I mean, yes, but the problem is that mostly he is like this King Charles motherfucker, but he thinks he's King Charles, but he's very much not. Other dogs do not like the fact that he thinks he's top dog, even though he's like a little cockapoo.
Yeah, there's ways to go about that.
I know.
You need to like roll him onto his back so he loses his confidence.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
really? What?
You need to pin him down. You need to pin him
Just watch
down.
the dog in the
If he's
video.
rude,
Just emulate the
yeah,
dog in the
if
video,
he's
dude.
rude to-
Unironically.
yeah,
To be
If
clear,
he's rude to
I,
another
I'm gonna
dog,
try
you need to
that.
pin
I'm
him
gonna try
down
that.
onto his back, and then
So-
make sure the other dog like is near
Guys,
him when you do
I
that,
won't
so
lie.
he loses his
I won't lie.
confidence.
The reason he obeys me, I think, is because I very early on, I literally did the King Charles 2 paws on him, like very, very gentle, persistent pressure until he just like dropped down and then rolled on his belly, and he was like, okay, yeah,
Until you
you're
get
the
the
big guy.
goddamn message.
Like, yeah. So he does respect, but yeah, maybe I have to do the same thing for other dogs. Break his spirit. It's a dog! Oh my god, this is why dogs suck. It's because you have to break their spirit in order to... It's terrible. He doesn't even have a spirit. Dogs don't have souls. They're retarded
Is it real?
automatons.
Okay, is it better if you want to board a person then? No.
What?
It's easier
If you what, sorry?
if you want to board a person to break the spirit. No, it's a dog.
Study the Dog Whisperer currently is the beta of the pack. I'm not the beta of the pack.
Yep.
The dog is low status. But that's not the issue. The issue is, by the
Well,
way,
dog's vying for
I
status
realized-
currently. I don't think you've realized.
He does.
He's noticed the dynamic has changed, and he's testing waters. But also because he's scared.
I agree.
When a dog's
he tests,
scared
but he
or
loses.
threatened, his natural instinct
Yes.
is to take charge.
I do think any dog whose subspecies name is cockapoo is bound to be depressed. Yeah, true. Oscar following the makeup is rape take with the waterboarding dogs is fine take. Yeah, really just the wall-to-wall bangers. Beta and the Packer 2. Shut up. No, obviously the dog knows that I'm top dog. That's fine. But you know what? Okay, last night he slept through the whole night. That is good. He did sleep through the whole night.
Okay.
He believed that I can keep watch over the house, and so he stopped waking up barking constantly. I could tell, like, the issue is that when I let him sleep on the bed, he was at the same, like, elevation as me, and so he thought he was on watch. So I basically shoved him... First I made him sleep on the floor for a couple nights, and now I shove him to, like, the corner of the bed away from the door, so I'm, like, closer to the door, and now he thinks that I'm on watch, and so he doesn't freak out. And then, like, yeah, so he stopped waking up, basically. I want a cow or a sheep. I'd rather have a fucking cow, dude. You know what? I would rather rescue an animal that's
Cows
gonna be
are
eaten
no,
than have an animal
dude.
designed.
You gotta fucking eat your words. Cows are just like dogs.
No, I agree, but the difference is that it feels better because then there's purpose, right? Like, this dog was literally designed to be a human companion, and every element of that is a disgusting, coercive nightmare. Whereas the cow was saved from its purpose.
Yeah, cows
of being
definitely
eaten.
haven't been
So,
manually evolved to serve us.
in the instance of you rescuing a cow, it's different because you shouldn't breed them for pets. But if you save one, it's a bit different, right? If I'm
But what
saving a
are you
dog
gonna
from
do when
being
its fucking
eaten-
udders are the size of fucking trucks?
Actually, you
You
just
stick
give
it
them birth. No, you just give them birth control.
You gotta give your you gotta feed your cow birth control.
Yes, you're supposed to do that with cows and with chickens when you.
Well, you do that
recover
with
them
dogs
from,
as well,
like, dairy
actually,
farms.
bro. Do you know that?
I didn't know that. What?
You get them spayed and neutered.
What
That's a requirement
Oh,
for
yes,
some places.
that's not the same thing. No, that's not the
Yeah,
same thing.
well.
No, you actually have to give them hormonal whatever. Make sure you get a city cow, not a country cow. Shut up. Yeah, sorry. This is more of an apartment.
You
dairy cow.
guys ever watch
Imagine-
Sheep in the Big City?
No, what the fuck is that?
It's a cartoon on Cartoon Network.
Oh, it's
okay.
really good.
Oh my god, a cow is bred to be milked. What is wrong with you? Yuck. Yucky. Yeah, they are fucked up. Cows need us to live. Dogs could go feral. No, cows can literally go feral. Okay, hold on. You guys have to understand that cows only produce milk when they get pregnant. You do understand that, right? Right? If they don't get pregnant, they're not just constantly producing milk.
Why are
all
you
the time,
going from
right?
topic you care about to topic you care about? What's going on tonight?
I know. I'm really fucked up about this dog, dude. Okay, this whole stream has been about the dog. From minute one, look, chat. I know you've realized this already, but from minute one, this stream was about the dog. Every moment of the stream has been me dealing with the dog. It's been me thinking about the dog and
It's just
complaining about the
therapy for
dog.
Smug.
Yeah.
The Zapatistas was about the dog. Rajava
Yeah.
was about the dog. CHAZ was about the dog. This was a dog stream. This was about
He's trying
the
to
dog.
cope that
I'm sorry.
dogs can be anarchists, and he's come to the conclusion they definitely can't be, and unfortunately all dogs are
Dog-
fascist.
Yeah, and I've realized
His
that
nature
dogs
is
are people.
fascist, and you know this, Smug, already.
Yeah, no, I agree, because the dog only understands hierarchy. There's no, and now I'm worried that there's a group of people, I also miss my wife, now I'm worried there's a group of people who are dogs. Oh, that doesn't come out right.
What?
You know what I mean? I'm worried,
Peter?
I'm worried that there's like, I'm worried there's some branch of socialized person. This is like the authoritarian personality hypothesis that like the cultural Marxists pursued.
Nerd stuff.
I
Okay.
worry that there are people who cannot. Huh? Sorry, Mina. What was that, Mina?
Mina, he's vulnerable tonight. You can't be doing this to him.
Sorry, Mina. Were you just being electrocuted? What happened?
He doesn't know.
He's so fragile. He's so fragile.
I have no idea.
Not when he's at his lowest, Mina. Not when he's at his lowest.
The dog is sleeping. The dog is sleeping. Oh my god! By resolving my emotional
Oh my god,
crisis, the dog
it's
fell
almost
asleep.
like it's almost like extinction.
Yeah, when the
works.
dog saw that he won, and in fact, you were the one crying in the next room instead. He slept soundly.
You say you hate therapy, and yet here we are. This isn't therapy. This is my friends talking
This is
to me
group
about
therapy,
my feelings.
bitch.
That's different. This is yeah, exactly. It's not the same. It's not the same. This is community therapy. This is anarchist therapy.
Bambi went to bed.
I thought Mina was coming in to hurt me, but actually she helped.
Wow. Breakthrough.
Maybe.
Ugh.
I don't know, but
Breakthrough.
I haven't
Guess
changed how I
invite.
feel about the dog. I bought a toy that you put peanut butter in. I'll see how that goes.
Okay, how did you feel about lions?
Please don't, and don't do that. No, please,
What?
please.
How did you feel about lions?
Don't do it. No, don't do it. Please, no.
What?